Hello, everybody. Welcome to... Where's the camera? There's the camera. Welcome to another live stream. I hope you are all doing really well. My hair is a little bit too neat. It's better. I think. Kind of. I don't know. Okay, that's better. I just washed my hair today, so it's like extra floofy, and I'm loving it, but it is unruly. I haven't put anything in it today because I wanted my hair to be as natural as possible. I wanted it just to kind of sit because I'm going out to dinner tonight and I wanted to put product in it before I leave. That way I know that it's styled before I go instead of it having product and then spending the whole day and getting messy and gross. So that is why my hair is kind of unruly. I'm okay with it. I love it. I love it. But hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a really good day. TikTok, hello to you. I know. I did make that video where I said I wasn't going to make TikTok live streams anymore, but if you weren't here, I did say yesterday that I am trying this new thing where I'm only showing myself. I'm not going to show any gameplay footage. That way maybe TikTok won't be completely garbage and ban me constantly. I'm hoping that it's just the gameplay that's causing the issue, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. So the plan is to not show you gameplay. I do have a second camera set up right now. I got to get a new dummy battery and everything because I'm actually using the dummy battery and cable and everything from the camera that I record on. So I got to get a new one. So that way I don't have to be unplugging a bunch of stuff every time I want to start the stream. But hopefully that'll make things a little bit easier. The other camera angle is pretty decent though, because you can see I changed it a little bit more. So you can see the monitor now and kind of see that I'm playing something, and maybe that'll attract people to come hang out. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So for today, we are going to continue with Dead Space. I was considering doing Outlast in VR, but I don't want to. I've had a really bad acne breakout, and wearing a VR headset, it tends to kind of exacerbate it. So I don't really want to wear a VR headset. I'm also kind of tired. Like always. What else is new, right? No, I'm actually not that tired today. I actually slept okay. I slept about 6 hours, which is huge for me. But I have a really long day. I have to clean my apartment. It is upside down. I have to do my dishes and my laundry, and then I have to go out to dinner tonight. So I don't want to stand and play, and I didn't want to have to set up the VR and all that crap. So we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to continue with Dead Space. We're getting close to the end, so we'll probably beat it soon. And that's pretty much it. A couple of updates, just life-wise. We'll get started pretty quick today. But a couple of life updates. Not life, but like content-related, but not about what we're doing today. That's what I'm trying to say. I got myself a shock mount, so now I can pound on my desk and on the pole, and you won't hear which was happening all the time. Especially with this pole, there are springs built inside of it, and when you hit it, you hear as the springs were vibrating underneath. That's not happening anymore because we have a shock mount now, which I had with my old microphone setup, but I couldn't find one that would work for this microphone setup. And then I had the epiphany that this uses a very similar setup to the Blue Yeti. And so I looked at the Blue Yeti shock mount, and that's what this is. And it works with this microphone, and it's perfect because now I can hit the pole and stuff, and you guys won't hear it. You might hear the actual like sound that would travel through the room, but you're not going to hear the vibrations going through the desk and stuff. So that's going to be a lot easier for people to listen to. It's going to be a lot easier for me to listen to because sometimes it was really hard. I was in the middle of recording and I could hear the as I would hit things, and it would wreck whatever I was saying. What else have I done? After talking to Night Owl, thank you, Night Owl, if you ever watch this, I got the urge, I guess would be the phrase. I got the urge that I needed a teleprompter, not the Elgato one. I couldn't justify spending that money because that is a very expensive teleprompter. So I got like a $50 teleprompter. It's literally just the frame. It actually came with the hood. I didn't think it was coming with the hood, but it's just like a piece of glass and a frame for the camera. It's made of all metal, but it doesn't feel premium. But it seems to do what I need. I just need to figure out a way to use a teleprompter app on my tablet. The ones that I've found all have to be paid for, and I don't want to have to pay for one. So I'm gonna try to figure out a workaround. Whether I don't mind if it's even cue cards. I don't need it to actually scroll while I'm talking. So I might find like just a word processing document thing, and then just have my scripts on there, and then just like have the chunk that I'm gonna be filming for that cut and then just swipe to the next chunk and just do that until I'm through the script. And I fooled around with it a little bit, and it makes a huge difference. I was able to actually get through one of my old scripts in like 2 takes at a time instead of doing 8 or 9 takes, because I would forget halfway through. And I can still look right at the camera and talk, and then I can read if I forget what I'm saying and then continue talking. So it's pretty nice. Obviously I would need some practice to make sure that I'm not always distracted by what's scrolling on screen there. But so that should up my TikTok stuff, even though I haven't really done TikTok lately. I need to. But yeah, I've got the teleprompter. I got myself a shock mount. I think that was it, really. I'm trying to think if there's anything else important that I got that I was like, yes. No, nothing else. I've been working on my recording setup or my editing setup where I do my editing on my Mac, and I took the Mauno mixer and I've plugged it in over there, and they're sending me a microphone. It's going to get here in a few days. I'm going to do a review on it, and then I'm going to use it over there as well, because it's going to be great. Because sometimes I'm doing my time lapses and I want to say something during the time lapse for my Minecraft videos, and I don't want to have to come all the way out here to record and then take the file all the way out there. I can just record it right on the Mac if I have that set up over there. So it's you know, we're progressing. We're making things better in here. So I'm very excited, and we're going to play some Dead Space, like I said. And yeah, that's going to be it pretty much. So give me just a second. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. It's Saturday, it's early, viewership might be in the trenches, but I'm okay with that. So I guess that's pretty much it. I kind of like this other camera angle. I wouldn't like it for the stream, but I do kind of like this other camera angle. I switched my lighting around. That was another thing. I switched my lighting around. The last stream, the main light, my key light, I had on this side, and my rim light I had on this side, and now I've actually switched them. So now my key light is on this, like on this side for people on TikTok, and my rim light is on that side. My edge lighting is on that side, and it was reversed before. And I kind of like it a little bit better. I feel like I'm more evenly lit. I do think I still want to kind of go a little bit further with my main light, just to add a bit more shadow on this side. Right now it's a little bit too evenly balanced, so I don't have too much contrast among myself. But I do like how I've added a blue filter to the rim light, so there's blue on me, which kind of like, well, you can't see it on TikTok right now, you'll see it in the other angle. There's a blue light on that side, so it kind of works. But yeah, I like this lighting better than I liked yesterday's lighting. I didn't like yesterday's lighting, but the second camera angle, what I'm getting at, the second camera angle now looks way better with this lighting, because it's also taking advantage of the main light. And I like the second angle. It looks pretty good. I think it's going to be a good angle for while I'm on TikTok. You know what I mean? Oh, Preston sent 2 messages. Give me a sec. I'm muting because I got to hear what Preston's saying. I don't want to give away our secrets. Okay, Sorry, we had secrets we were sharing, and one of them made me giggle. So I needed to giggle and send him a voice message back. Okay, so we are good. Let's get started on some more Dead Space. I'm really excited. Again, everybody, I am really sorry for the TikTok folks. You're not going to see what's happening. I'm also going to have a really bad habit of looking at that camera when I'm talking, because that's just, it's in my vision and the chat's right there, so like it's perfect. It's hard for me to look all the way over there, so I apologize if I don't look at you, but I promise you I'm gonna acknowledge you. I promise. Okay, let's do this. This way. Yeah, this one. I should probably check what I look like on TikTok, since I'm talking about TikTok. That's not the right one. Is it HDMI 1 then? Yep. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah, there it is. All right, there. I can see myself. It's a pretty cool angle. I do like it. You can see my computer. You can see my zombie hula dancer. And you can kind of see the screen. And I think it's pretty good. I'm pretty excited. I like this angle. I like this angle a lot. Oh, it disconnected. Okay. That's why it's so dark. Whoa, why is it green? Whoa. Whoa, what's going on here? Why is everything green? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ew, you can see all my desk mess. Oh, it's back in color. That was weird. It must have just been a coding issue. Ew, desk mess. Desk mess. No one likes desk mess. I really don't like desk mess. All right. That's better. Oh, I'm out of health. Oh, yeah, this is... We did a bunch of stuff, and now I'm out of health. Whoa! Whew! Scared me. That scared me. I can't make it out. It's too small, and I don't have a mouse. No! We win. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, we win. I appreciate that.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Woohoo. Thank you, we win. I hope you're doing okay. Are you back at work on Monday? Is it Monday that you're going back? I'm doing good. I slept about 6 hours, which is a lot more than I have been sleeping all week. So very happy about that. I didn't expect to actually sleep 6 hours. So I'm happy about that. I'm still feeling tired, but what else is new, right? I'm always tired. And I have so much to do. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed because I have to clean my apartment. I'm not going to do a deep clean. I need to mop and sweep and everything. I am so not doing that today, but I have to organize all this stuff. Like I got a pile of dishes that I got to empty from the dishwasher and then put new ones in the dishwasher and run that. I've got all my laundry to do. I have boxes everywhere because I don't think you can see it on stream right now on Twitch. I have it covered. Let's just... I gotta fix this. Can't see it. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I couldn't see the chat and stuff. So, yeah, you can't see it, but I bought a new shock mount for my microphone. And, the shock mount is so, like, if I touch the desk, you're not gonna hear it in the microphone, and that was the thing I was having. Like, you could hear everything vibrating through the microphone. It was really frustrating. So I got that, and I got a teleprompter, which is the thing that lets me read my script while I'm looking at the camera. And they came in a really big box. So I have like boxes that I have to get rid of and garbage that I have to get rid of. And obviously the dishes, I have to put a bunch of stuff away because I turned my whole place upside down. And I'm going to say like 90% sure that Alana ended up taking oh, dang it. Ugh. The keyboard that broke. I'm 90% sure Alana took the other one. I thought she didn't, but I think she did because I turned my place upside down looking for it and I couldn't find it. But I had bought Nora one when she was using a computer to play Minecraft with us, and it's like a really cheap budget one. It was like $30, and so at least I have that one. It's nowhere near as good as the Razer one. It doesn't have the D-pad. The buttons are rubber membrane, so they're mushy. They're kind of placed in a weird way, so I'm struggling a little bit to learn it, but whatever. I can't bring myself to spend the $130 on the Razer one. But I did see, I use Red Dragon stuff, like my My mouse is Red Dragon, my keyboard's Red Dragon, and they have a mechanical one that is about $60. So I might get that one, because that one also has macro keys. This one doesn't have macro keys. So I would like to be able to kind of change some of the buttons, and I can't do that with this cheap one that I have. So I might buy that. But anyways, so I turned my place upside down. So I got to like put a bunch of stuff away and just clean and do laundry. And then I'm going out for dinner tonight. So I got to try to get it all done and edit my Minecraft video. It's going to be a really long day, a really, really long day. That being said, how come you didn't sleep? Just like anxiety of having to go back to work, or just in pain, or just couldn't sleep? Take it step by step. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, because it's a lot. I have to do a lot of stuff. Like editing. I should probably go check it in a few minutes. Like editing the Minecraft video. I finished it yesterday. I finished recording yesterday, and I recorded a total of 3 hours yesterday. And the day before I had recorded about 2 hours. So I've got about 5 hours of footage to work with. I am just doing the 2 hours from the day before, and it's been converting for 2 hours. And there are 2 versions of that video. So I've only done one. So I got to do the other version. Then I got to do the 2 3-hour videos. So I probably won't even get to be able to start editing until after dinner. And editing usually takes me 4 or 5 hours. So I'm hoping that I can get it all converted before dinner. So that way when I get back from dinner, I can go right into editing for a few hours and then maybe finish it up Sunday. I'm not 100% sure. Sunday, I think I have a bit of an earlier rehearsal. Like I'm done earlier. So I'll be able to come in and edit by the end of the day and get it up. It'll be up for Monday for you. But that's kind of the plan. Just from laying alone in bed. Oh, when you wouldn't survive with me. Not with me, but like you wouldn't survive if you were in my shoes. You would not have survived if you were in my shoes. Because it's even harder when you're alone in bed and they're just in the other room and they refuse to ever even come near you. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Sorry, everybody. Hello, Michael Jackson. How's it going? How are you? Yeah, it's call Monday to get information. If your doctor can remove it. It's been almost 3 weeks, right? Yeah, I think about 2 or 3 weeks, at least for smaller wounds. I don't know about big ones. I know smaller wounds, like 2 or 3 weeks, you can start removing them. I removed all my own stitches. If it's bothering you, I don't see why it wouldn't be an issue to get rid of it. Like if it's kind of pulling and hurting, but I don't know. Yeah, it may not be one that dissolves. You may have to just like take a pair of like nail clippers, disinfect them, then cut it, and then just with like some tweezers pull it out. It doesn't really hurt. It's like, it hurts the way it would hurt if you pull on your hair a bit. You know, kind of hurts, but not like end of the world pain. It's kind of like that. At least that's what it was for me. And it was on my fingers, and your fingers have so many nerve endings, right? So it may not hurt at all when you do it where your wound is. But yeah, definitely ask your doctor before you do it, though. Nice, Michael Jackson. I'm glad you're doing okay. But yeah, it's hey, what happened? Oh, my TikTok keeps disconnecting. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on. It's steady. My bitrate is super steady. It's the internet. It's the internet. I'm watching OBS right now and it's in the red. It's in the red. Yeah, it's not looking good. What is going on here? Oh well. Nothing I can do about it. Hello, RP2. How's it going? Oh, no. Yep, I wasn't paying attention because my internet's going everywhere. This internet company sucks. It honestly sucks. I just haven't had a chance to call the other one. Like, my internet is everywhere right now. It is everywhere. Oh, darn, we win. Darn. Well, that's going to be annoying. What is up with TikTok? Okay. You know what? You know what? It might be easier if I just do this. I don't want to have to keep switching mice when I'm playing these things. It's so annoying. Okay. Do that. Do that. There. What is up with TikTok? I can't even change the encoder without stopping the live stream. That's so stupid. TikTok, your app sucks. I can't even choose because our keyboard's not working. There we go. You know what? It doesn't need adult control because they're not going to see anything. They're just going to hear it. Okay. Are you smooth now? Please be smooth. Please be smooth. Smooth as I am with the ladies. Okay. I think it's working. How about the other one? Okay. OBS finally settled down. So hopefully that's okay. It's the, I don't know if it's the internet or if it was my settings or if it was TikTok, but basically my stream on TikTok was constantly freezing and then showing like a white filter on everything, and then it would unfreeze and it would be okay, then it would be back to the white filter. So I just changed one of the settings, stopped TikTok and restarted it, and now OBS is stable again and TikTok seems to not be doing the thing. So maybe it was a setting, I don't know. But either way, this internet sucks. I need to switch companies. The only thing is I just realized, so long story short, I was with the competitive internet company years ago. Like, we're talking over a decade ago. I had signed up with them, and the neighborhood that I was in was not giving me good internet service. Like, the speed was not at the speed I wanted, so I went with a different company. Within like 15 days of signing up with these people, when I went to cancel, they told me that I needed to pay a cancellation fee because I signed up for a year. I told them I never signed a thing. There was no contract. There was no agreement. I was told that I could cancel within 30 days. They argued with me, and then I finally got to a manager, and the manager's like, no, you're right. We'll just cancel it. It's fine. About a month later, I got a bill with the cancellation fee. So I called them back. I argued, went to the management, whatever. They said they were going to wipe the bill. A year and a half later, almost 2 years later, I get a phone call from a collection agency telling me that I never paid my cancellation fee. So this dumbass company never canceled it, sent me to collections and destroyed my credit. I paid it off, but they destroyed my credit. So I haven't wanted to go with them. But the pricing and the service is better with that company than it is with the one that I'm with right now. The one that I'm with right now is the one that refused to give me a better deal. And so I want to go with the other company. The thing is, I know this other company makes you pay $500 as like an insurance waiver if you've already had problems with them in the past. So I'm going to have to call them and argue with them and tell them the problem was on your end, not on mine. But I know they're not going to listen to me. So I'm going to have to pay them $500 to get signed up with them. And I don't really want to do that. But I'm fed up with the internet with this company because I am constantly dropping signal. I'm constantly disconnecting. It's really annoying. And so this other company would provide me like 10 times the speed. So then I wouldn't have to worry so much, you know? I just haven't had a chance to call them because by the time I get up, I'm right to streaming. By the time I'm done streaming, it's too late to go through all that because I got to go other places. So... But yeah, TikTok is just annoying. But I'm still really in love with the TikTok camera angle. I think it looks really good. I think it looks really, really good. I might even use that as my like just chatting angle for when I start the stream. I don't know. But yeah. I think everything is settled now though. I think we're good. The one thing I don't understand about TikTok is I've got it set to 60 frames a second, but I'm watching my screen and it looks like I'm running at 30 frames a second no matter what I do, which is kind of weird. I don't know why it does that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm practically out of bullets. So you already talked to your doctor and your doctor said that you can't take the stitches off? I'm nervous to go over here, man. I'm nervous. Oh, okay, we would. Well, hopefully you can get that kind of settled because that can be, it can get painful and then it can get infected if you're not careful. I have been without my heart medication for over a week now because my doctor, not my family doctor, but the cardiologist I deal with has just decided he doesn't need to answer the calls. And so I don't have medication and I haven't had it for over a week.
Mr. Clark, we're approaching the hangar bay. We'll meet you there with the marker. Yes, Amelia, soon. We'll send the hive mind back into the darkness.
So glad you gave that guy our only escape shot. Shit, Isaac. Those things you killed, their biomass is pulled down in the cargo bay. It's recombined itself into... Well, it's something huge, and the marker's embedded right in the middle. How the hell do we do this?
I've got these submerged cargo cranes. They can move half a bay of mining gear, no problem.
Is there no... Oh, there is sound, okay.
For the marker, I'm in.
Override the safeties, and yes, it might work. But hurry. We're losing critical systems fast.
Yeah, I was having... I don't know if it was internet problems, but it was definitely something. But I reset the stream, and it seems to be okay now. So we're good now, but it was kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna call the department and ask them and call my doctor nearby. I really don't want to drive all the way. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to drive all the way either. Like I said, your wound is a lot bigger, so it's a bit different. But I know, like with mine, when I got the 6 stitches on my thumb, they basically said you can come in and see a nurse, and she can do it, or you could just do it yourself as long as you know, make sure you maintain everything clean and sterile and all that stuff. So I just did it myself, and it wasn't that bad. It should go well, Michael Jackson. It should. It should. Oh, man, I'm so low on monies. Oh, I'm low on everything, man. Okay, you know what? We have so many of these, and these are terrible. They're useless. They don't really... I mean, they've been saving me right now, but I don't like them. All right, now let's... Well, first, I need more health, so let's get that. And now... Whoops. Let's just fill up with this as much as we can. All right, my health is not great, but it's better than it was a few seconds ago. You know what I hate about this game? How everybody that calls you stands there just like staring. I hate people that do that in real life. Like when you call, or they call you, and it's like, hello? And then they just sit there for like a minute. Oh, hi, Mr. Smith. It's like, you called me. Why are you making me wait when you called me? I shouldn't have to be waiting for you to answer when you called me. I hate it. I was chatting with this girl, this was years ago, who I met online, and I hate talking on the phone, and she loved talking on the phone. And anytime I would text her, the first thing she would do is call me. And then we would just sit on the phone and not say anything. And I'm just like, I like you, but I have stuff to do. I don't want to be on the phone the whole time. This was before like AirPods and stuff were really common, and you could have like pass through so you could hear everything around you. None of that existed really. And so like if I was on the phone, I had to just stop and like be on the phone. And I'm just like, I don't want to be on the phone. Text me, because that way I can do stuff and answer you when I have a chance. I don't have to stop everything I'm doing just to talk to you. I hated it. She would always call me. Cause she'd be like, what are you up to? I'm like, oh, I'm at work. Bzzz, bzzz. I'm like, oh, damn it. I call. Hey, so what's up? Why'd you call me if you're just going to ask me what's up? I don't want to talk to you. Just send me a text message. I can answer that when I feel like it. Sorry. It's just, I hate people that do that. I hate people that do that. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if it's gonna be also welcome, B. If it's gonna be something like direct to the point, yeah, absolutely. Just send me a message, like voice message, or call me and just say it and get it over with. The only person I ever talk to on the phone is my mom, but that's more just because we have conversations. I can go months without talking to her, so like we can just have a full conversation. My mom also doesn't text, so even if I do shoot her a text, she just doesn't reply. So at least I can talk to her that way. But yeah, if you have something to tell me, then go for it. But if it's just to be like, so what's up? Just shoot me a text, because I'll tell you what's up when I have a chance. I don't want to have to stop my whole life just to say what's up. I don't want to listen to you breathe for the next 20 minutes. Just text me. That's the only thing. Although my worst nightmare is calling someplace to like book an appointment or like to set something up. Like right before you showed up, I was talking about how I need to change my company, my internet company, because this internet company sucks. Anybody who lives in Niagara Falls in Ontario, don't ever use ExecuLink. They are garbage. So I need to switch companies, but I am dreading having to call and be put on hold and answer a bunch of questions and all that stuff. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. But I agree with you. But there are times that it's much quicker to just send somebody a call, call somebody instead of sending them a text. But I still prefer text 99% of the time, because I want to be able to just answer it when I need to, and be able to answer it while I'm still doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a musical right now and I'm in rehearsals, and if somebody texts me, I can just look at my watch and it's there and I can see what they said and I can respond on my watch without having to like stop everything I'm doing to go answer a phone call. So like that's the biggest thing for me, is I don't want to stop to answer a phone call unless it's like super urgent or something that you really need to get out and verbally confirm what's going on, because sometimes text is kind of hard to figure out what you're trying to say. Outside of that, just text. Just text. It's so much easier. If it's more than 10 minutes, yeah. If it's more than 10 minutes, absolutely, I hate being on the phone. Except for my mom. Except for my mom. All right, so we've got some bullets. My health is not great, but there. Yeah, that's definitely a big issue with texting, is figuring out emotion, because you're going to put your own emotion into it. And if you're already, let's say you're talking to somebody that you feel kind of insecure about, because you've not insecure in like the, like, do they like me? Do they not like me? But insecure in how they're feeling. Like if you're sitting there going, are they mad at me right now? I'm not sure. You might read it as if they're mad at you, even though they're not saying anything negative. And then all of a sudden you respond in a negative way because you think they're being negative, and it totally leads down the wrong spiral. 100% understand that. 100%. And it's definitely annoying to try to figure out what somebody's trying to say, especially when they have weaker communication skills. It can be really hard to see what they're trying to say. Like I have a friend right now who will sometimes get really worried that I get upset with them. Like, what was it that happened? Here's an example. She thought I was trying to like hit on her because she said something to me, and then I replied about the show, talking about how I'm all scruffy and I'm gonna look like a bum, and she's like, but I bet you still look cute with your facial hair. And I was like, careful, you're gonna give me a big head. She thought I was trying to say something dirty, and she got really defensive, and I was like, no, I meant my ego. Like, you're gonna give me a big head, like I'm gonna have a big head because I have a big ego, because I'm into myself. Like that's what I meant. She's like, oh, like she interpreted it as in like, you're gonna give me a big head. That's not what I was saying. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But even with that, I would still rather have a text, just because, again, I don't want to stop everything I'm doing to answer a phone call. Just shoot me a text and I can answer when I get a chance. But yeah, it's happened a few times with her. Another time she thought that I got upset with her because oh, that's what it was. She said that at work they gave her a cheesecake for free. And then I said, oh my God, cheesecake, I'm so jealous. And she goes, next time I see you, if I have a cheesecake, you can have it. And I was like, wow, you don't like cheesecake? And she's like, not really. I'm like, oh, I don't know if we can be friends anymore, because like cheesecake is life. And she genuinely thought I said that we couldn't be friends anymore because she doesn't like cheesecake. And I was like, I thought that was really clear. I mean, I'm autistic, so it's hard for me to know for sure if people understand what I'm trying to say, but like, I'm pretty sure it was obvious I was being sarcastic by saying we can't be friends because cheesecake is life. Because if I was being serious about not being friends, then you must have thought I was being serious about cheesecake being life. And nobody would think cheesecake is life. I love cheesecake. I really love cheesecake. I could eat cheesecake all the time, but it's not my life. But yeah, so I totally get you. Yeah, they take them way too seriously. I was just like, no, it's okay, relax. I don't want to not be friends, and I'm not trying to sleep with you. It's okay. Oh, man. about me being a Pepsi fan. But I'm not a Pepsi fan. It's Alana. I wasn't the Pepsi fan. I don't really care. I'll drink RC Cola. I'll drink like the Walmart brand Pepsi or Coke or whatever. I don't really care. I buy Pepsi. We used to buy Pepsi because that was all Alana would drink. Now I just buy whatever's on sale. Either Pepsi or Coke. I don't really care either way. Or your boss opinions don't matter. And even your boss's opinion doesn't matter. I mean, you just got to suck up to them because people in charge like to be sucked up to. I hate it so much. I like Dr. Pepper. And I know it's going to be stereotypical gamer boy, but I like Mountain Dew. I am a big fan of Mountain Dew. And iced tea, Mountain Dew, and Dr. Pepper. And cherry Coke Pepsi or vanilla Coke Pepsi. Oh, I love that stuff. Love that stuff. We don't have Dr. Foots, but that sounds like I just picture it smelling like smelly feet and tasting like what that would smell like, just from the thought, from the name. I know, I'm in Canada too. We don't get it very often either. Cherry Pepsi I do find a lot more often than all the other ones, but vanilla Coke to me is like the ultimate drink. And I haven't had it in years. There was a convenience store by my sister's house, my sister's old house, and they had it. So every once in a while, I rarely see my sister, but whenever I would see her for like Christmas or whatever, I would get her to get some for me because I love vanilla Coke, and we never get it, and it's so annoying because I love vanilla Coke and it's never anywhere.
Danger. Containment fields approaching maximum capacity.
They do. They have so many choices. Mind you, their chocolate isn't as good as pretty much the rest of the world. But the weird thing that, or not the weird thing, but speaking of like cherry Coke and stuff, that's the reason I go to Burger King, because Burger King has cherry Coke. So at least I know I can get cherry Coke on a regular basis. But vanilla Coke, nobody has it. And vanilla Coke is so good. It's so good. You really don't like soda? I like soda. I'm not completely obsessed with it. I do really like it, but I'm not completely obsessed with it. I can go without soda. For a while there, I was drinking way too much soda, because my ex, that's all she drank, and so we were going through a 24-pack of cans of Pepsi every 3 days. Mind you, I don't drink very much soda. Even now, since she's moved out, been gone for 2.5 months, almost 3 months now. Since they've moved out, I've bought soda twice. And mind you, I bought 2 12-packs, but I bought it twice in the last almost 3 months because I just don't drink it enough. But when she was here, that's all we had to drink. So that's all I drank. And I hated it. And I would throw away half the cans all the time because I just don't like drinking it that much. Slam the can of Coke in the morning. That's how she was. She would literally wake up and have a can of Coke, a Pepsi, right away. I don't. I will have my coffee. I'll have tea or whatever. I have apple juice or any kind of juice. I try to drink water. I'm not great with water, but I try to drink water as much as I can. I definitely drink a lot of water at work. But then like Pepsi, Coke, whatever, I only do that at like dinner time or lunchtime, like when I'm eating a meal. Yeah, I totally get the carbon feeling. It's nice. I like it when the drink is cool, not cold, because then the carbon isn't as like spicy. Do you know what I mean? But if it's gonna be really cold, I want it to be with ice in the drink. So like I have an ice dispenser on my fridge, and so like I'll put ice in a glass and I'll put the Pepsi in or pop in or whatever, and then I'll drink that. But like if it's like, she used to freak out, she needed to have it ice cold from the can, and I didn't like it that way. I only like it ice cold when it's a lot of ice. Yeah, I don't mind room temperature pop. I don't mind room temperature pop. I like it to be a little bit cooler than room temperature, but not cold, because I like the refreshing feeling. Unless I'm doing like a barbecue or something, and then I want like ice cold pop, because then it tastes great. You know? Hold on. See, water I will take cold. I like my water very cold. I don't like water room temperature. Yeah, nice cool drink on ice. The glass is just moist because it's so cool, and the evaporation and everything sticks to it, and so good. Zalexi, hello, how's it going? Welcome. You have vanilla Coke? Oh, we win. That's so man. But I wouldn't if you, I know you randomly ship me stuff, don't send me soda, because the odds are it'll burst and ruin everything. With vanilla Coke, I'm jealous. Give me a second. I just want to go start the transfer for the other video, because if I don't do this, it's not going to be ready and I'm not going to be able to edit the video. So I need to get it done. So let me just like switch it. I usually buy cans of pop. My favorite is the glass bottles of pop. For some reason, they just taste better in glass. I think I remember reading that like the aluminum they use in the cans can tint the flavor, whereas the glass doesn't add or remove any flavor. So I like it in glass, but it's rare getting pop in glass, which kind of sucks. Okay, give me a sec. Hot in this room. Okay. Ugh. All right, I'm back. Yeah, they should bring back the glass. They really should. I love when you get soda in glass. It does happen once in a while, but it's rare. But I love it. It tastes so much better. Funny enough, back home, because people are so poor back home. I'm from El Salvador, Central America, and people are so poor back home. It's changed now. It's gotten a lot better. But back when I was a kid and I used to go back home, you didn't have convenience stores the way you have them here in Canada, where it's like a building that's a business. Instead, houses would have their front window on like the front of their house, and they would just like set up a little counter with shelves there, and then they would just open up their window and you could just come up and ask them, and they would just sell you like little bags of chips and stuff. And what they used to do, because they still used glass for a really long time back home, they would buy the big glass like 2-liter bottles of Coke or whatever, and they would buy little sandwich bags, but not the Ziploc ones, just the little like the really cheap ones, you know what I mean? They would buy those, and they would pour some pop in there, and they'd give you a straw, and then they would just like twist it, and you would get a little baggie of pop. And for some reason, as a kid, I loved it. That was my favorite way to drink pop, was in a little baggie. I don't know what it was about the little baggie, but it was awesome. How much was my entire setup? I couldn't tell you. A lot of money. A lot of money. If we're talking about like all the stuff in my room that's visible, you can't even see all of it on TikTok. If I switch to this, you can still see there's more over here. But the sign was given to me. My logo, that was given to me. That was a promotion deal. A company sent it to me. I made a video on it, unboxing and everything. Really awesome light. The company was great. That was all custom made, and they're fairly pricey. I think that light was like $400 is what it would be worth, 400 or 500. The arcade was about 400. I'm trying to see what else is visible on camera here. My computer in total is probably worth about $2,000. Just this one. The other computer is worth about 1,500 because I got a dual PC setup. One monitor is 700, the other monitor was 500. This camera was like $600. This camera was about $1,000. The LED strips, they're all kind of a mishmash. You can't really see them fully, but like the ones here, that was like $30 for like 15 feet of LED strips. Then I've got a couple from the dollar store that cost me like $4 each. my headphone stand. This you can't really see it. It's kind of there. This is my headphone stand. That was like $3 at the dollar store. My keyboard's like $40. I've got the Stream Deck, which was like 150. I've got my headphones, which are about 500. The Go XLR, which is about 350. A lot of money. A lot of money. But it wasn't all done in one shot. It was all done over the last 7 years. My lights, that light is about $80. That light up there, you can't see it, but it's up there. That was about $30. 30 for two, which is actually one that's lighting that back wall too. But it was all done over 7 years. I also have a decent job. So I'm able to pay all of my bills. So all my stream money would go towards this kind of stuff. So that's where it all came from, but very, very expensive. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. I want to buy a PC, but it's a huge investment. I went all in. I don't like doing payment plans because, one, you never know what could happen, right? Like, let's say you're going to be paying like $50 a month, but then something happens and you can't afford the $50 a month, then you're going to lose it. And you wreck your credit depending on where you go. And I just don't like having extra bills that I have. You know, like I have my car payment and that's about it. I don't like having extra bills like that over my head. I also don't like having that interest rate making it more expensive. I remember the first time I did something like that, I bought a TV on payment plan, and when I did the math, the TV was going to cost me about $1,200, but the sticker price was $800. So it's $400 just given away. So I don't like doing that. That being said, with the PC, I actually started with a fairly budget PC. I saved up some money. It was like almost $1,000. And then I built the PC with a lot of budget components. And then over time, I upgraded them as time went on. So I didn't start with this PC. The other PC actually has my original case, which was like a $35 case. This case was like $150, $200. And then like the video card was a budget video card. Then I moved up to a bigger video card. Then eventually I got a better motherboard and better CPU. Like I slowly built up. The next thing I want to get is better RAM. My RAM that I have now is not very good. I want to get much better RAM. But yeah, at first, and I didn't have any lighting or anything in there. It was all bare bones. And then I slowly upgraded. But yeah, I don't like going monthly payment, but going all in can be very expensive. Entire check towards it. Yeah, I mean, don't be left completely broke. I would say maybe save up. Like if you can do something like that, like if you could spend, your entire check and pay it off all in one shot, why not split it up into, maybe 3 checks? So instead of in 2 weeks, do it over a month and a half. And instead of paying off a credit card, save it and don't put it on the credit card. Because take it from me, it's very, very easy to go, I'll just put it on my credit card and pay it back. And then at the end of the month, you go, I'll only pay a little bit. I don't have to pay it back. And then next thing you know, you've maxed out the credit card and you're going, oh my God, I should have just paid it off. It's very easy to fall into that, So I would say maybe save up and do it cash. You're very bad with the credit card. Yeah, that's exactly it. Maybe save up and pay it cash. Yeah, if you're saving up for a house, yeah, maybe move out before a PC. I've just accepted I'm never going to own a house, so that's why I don't save up for it. I don't make enough to be able to own a house, but I make more money than I need, so I spend money on stupid crap right now. But I don't really, now I don't make more money than I need, but I was making more money than I needed. But I'm never going to own a house, so I don't worry about that too much. But yeah, I think maybe saving for a house is a bit of a better idea. Hello, Ty. How's it going, man? How are you? How are things? I'm hearing a monster, and every time this long ass animation. Oh, that's cool. The monument thing is like doing something to me. What did that do? Okay. I think I'm okay right now, so let's see what's in here. I know, man, it's been a while, and the last couple of times you popped in, it was like right at the end just to say hello. But things are going okay. I have a really, really, really long and stressful day ahead of me. Stressful and not in any serious way. Stressful just because like I have to clean my apartment. It is a disgusting mess right now. And not disgusting like there's like flies and maggots. Disgusting like I have cardboard boxes everywhere from stuff that I've had shipped in over the last couple of days. When I rearranged my room, I took a bunch of like cables and they're just like sitting on my couch right now. I've slowly been rearranging my editing rig because now that I have the Stream Deck Plus, my regular Stream Deck, I hadn't thought of it, but I've now plugged it into my editing rig because I can use that for my shortcuts, which will make life easier. I've also I'm setting up a microphone setup over there so I can do voiceover stuff because I don't have that set up over there, and sometimes during time lapses I would like to do a voiceover and I don't want to have to come here to do it. I want to just keep it over there. So my house is just a disaster. I also got a teleprompter, which I have a box for that, and I've got to like set up the corner again to like edit with or to record in. So my house is just upside down. I got to do laundry, which is always a hassle. I got to do dishes, which I absolutely hate. And then I got to edit my Minecraft video. And I'm going out to dinner tonight. So very busy day. Very, very busy day. Oh man, how did it go with the room? Did you end up cleaning up your room or no? I'm never saying that's same here, Night Owl. Like the average price in my area for houses now is about 750K. So I think the last estimate I heard was something like 60 or 70K down payment is what you need to make it feasible, and even then it's still like $3,500 a month for the mortgage. Like no, I'm not gonna do that, and not with all the stress. Sorry, the wrong camera. I'm not gonna do that, and not with all the stress of like having to maintain the house and taxes and all that. No thanks. I'll just continue living where I'm living now. I'm okay with that, and I'll take that extra money I would have saved up and buy cool stuff. Also, Mr. Man, I already showed you some shade, but you weren't here to appreciate it. So I'm gonna show you some shade now that you're here, Mr. Man. Can you see what that is right there? Can I put my hand in the way? Do you see that reflective thing with the shroud on it? It's not the Elgato one though. But do you see that thing? Look at it. Move out of the way, light. Do you see that thing? Do you see what that is? That is, it's not the Elgato one because I can't afford it. But the fact that you brought up the Elgato one and made that video, and then like, man, Elgato should pay you. Elgato should pay you because you made such a good argument for it that I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a cheap teleprompter. I can't take advantage of the Elgato one because my corner setup is over there and I don't want to have to throw wiring from my computer to it to be able to record. But I bought myself a budget teleprompter now. I don't have anything to put on it because I'm not doing TikTok right now because I've had zero inspiration, but I had to get one. And I got to admit, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm really liking it. But it's 100% your fault. 100% your fault because I hadn't even considered it. I had thought of it in the past, like when I'm struggling with a certain script and I just can't get through the lines without screwing it up. I've always kind of been like, well, maybe I'll set up like my portable monitor under the camera so I can kind of see the wording there. I was like, or maybe I'll build my own teleprompter. But it was kind of like one of those passing thoughts. And then your video made me go, no, I really want one now. That was enough for you. No, man, they should pay you for it on top of it because like, yeah, your video was convincing. Your video was convincing. The Dark, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? Then I added 80 more games which aren't started. Oh man, Ty. It's the worst, trust me. Right now on camera, everything's kind of neat, but like there's a huge nest of wires right off camera. I've got another huge nest of wires over here off the other camera. Sorry, looking at the wrong camera. I've got nests of wires everywhere. It's gross. But yeah, Night Owl, that like if they would have sent me it, I would have bought an extra long cable and made it work. I just can't bring myself to spend the almost $400 once taxes are involved. That one was only 60, so 50. It was 50. So I'm excited to use it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but yeah, it's all thanks to you. It's all thanks to you. I'm doing really good, The Dark. I'm doing really good. Just hanging out, trying to enjoy the peaceful part of my Saturday before I have to start doing all the adult stuff. Oh, also Night Owl, just because you appreciate this kind of stuff. Oh, you can see it on camera actually. I got myself a shock mount for this because I was hating every time I touched this stupid pole. You would hear the boom of the pole of the spring inside, and now you don't even hear it. You don't even hear it. It's so good. This is actually a really good shock mount. It was only like $20, and it's actually for the Blue Yeti because of me using the podcaster, and it's or the pod mic. Because of the way that it's shaped, I couldn't use a regular shock mount, so I got one for the Blue Yeti, which obviously is a much heavier microphone. So it's nice and sturdy, and it is doing a phenomenal job. I'm loving this thing. Such a big upgrade. I didn't think I would need it. It is what she said. It is. When her mouth wasn't full. Oh man, that was dirty. That was dirty. Ignore what I just said. Forget it. I didn't say anything. It's 2 meters, which isn't too bad, to be fair. A bit short for some stuff. Yeah, for what I would need, I would probably need closer to like a 6 meter cable. Just because I would want to throw it up, which is about 1.5 meters, and then across, which is about 2 meters, and then another 1.5 meters down, and then obviously you want a little bit of slack. So I'd probably need about 6 meters of USB cable to get it to work. Oh, I'm dirty. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I said that. Hey, I can't see it. Oh, yes, I can. Merle. We've been together for 34 months. That's like one of my longest relationships ever.
34 months together, heart.
And I'm being such a gentleman because Merle and I haven't even held hands or anything. So, how are you back from your vacation? Or are you still out there? I don't know how long you were gone for or are planning to be gone for. By the way, everybody, still no bikini pictures. I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed. I can't. I don't know. Merle's just a tease, I guess. Uh-oh. You just got back yesterday. Nice. Did you have fun? Did you get lots of sun? Yeah, you didn't even send him the wee win. Wow. You're just disappointing all of us, Merle. Uh-oh. Get closer. Oh, another one. Okay. I can't believe you forgot to take bikini pictures. I can't believe it. That should have been the first thing you did. Like, you should have been, like, getting off the plane and be like, Mom and Dad, hold on. And then, like, in the middle of the airport. Bikini picture. But it has to be one of those old lady bikini pictures. And you have to, like, put a wig. So there's, like, hair sticking out. And the saggy butt. That would have been the epitome of sex appeal. I'm disappointed he didn't do that. Disappointed. The sun was calling. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You know, there's one thing I gotta say about this whole being in the musical thing, is it's given me a reason to go outside during the day, because, you know, I work night shift. I don't really go out until it's nighttime. It's given me a reason to go out during the day, which has been wonderful, so I can see the sun a little bit. I miss the sun. I love sunlight. So I am jealous you went on this vacation. I wish I could have gone. And not because I wanted to see you in a bikini. Not at all. That had nothing to do with it. What am I looking at? Dirk, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Dirk. Oh my god, Night Owl. Yeah, you're telling me. Once the Canadian winter hits, it's just dark here all the time. I mean, I'm not north enough for it to be that whole, like, 24 hours a day darkness. But even when I was working day shift, like, you get up and the sun isn't really out till about 9 o'clock in the morning. And then it's already setting by 5 p.m. And you're at work from 9 to 5. You're at work from 9 to 5. That's the musical I'm in, by the way. And you've spent your whole time indoors. So you go outside, it's already setting, it's already getting dark. So all you see is darkness. It really sucks. And then for me as a night shift worker, I'm usually getting up at 3, so I'm getting up right before the sun goes down. It really sucks. I'm trying to take advantage as much as I can because it's coming. It's already starting to get dark earlier, and I hate it. Uh-oh. Please don't burst. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Last, as in, like, you're not going to pay for Prime anymore? I will hold the crown, although it is heavy, with pride. Exactly. I don't blame you. Prime is getting less and less worth it. I use it because I order a lot of stuff online, but like I'm so frustrated, and I know it's just me being greedy. It has nothing to do with it actually being worthwhile for them. But like, I have Amazon Music, and the fact that they put ads in there, and the ads are so damn loud compared to all the recordings, and like I listen to podcasts. I don't really listen to any music or anything on there, but like I'm paying for Prime. Why isn't Amazon Music included in Prime? I don't understand why it's not included. Thank you for the fire, Alex. How's it going? Welcome. How are you? All right, I think... All right, so every time I destroy one of these, a new dude comes out, right? Maybe or maybe not. It's definitely cheaper than Netflix. Like, I use my Amazon Prime Video... well, actually, I don't really use my Amazon Prime Video. I almost never use it. But, yeah, it's definitely cheaper than Netflix. And because I get the Prime shipping and stuff, it makes it... And the better pricing, because I did notice that the prices are a bit better with Prime. That's what makes it worth it for me. And then, obviously, having Prime Video is a nice little bonus. But I would like to have Prime Music, because I use my Prime Music all the time to listen to podcasts while I'm at work. I noticed that. I don't really use the Prime gaming thing very often because it's online games, and I don't play online games, so to me it doesn't really have any benefit. Okay, now what? Oh. What is the point of... Oh, am I supposed to do both, maybe? Nope. Okay, never mind. So I don't really use it, but it is nice. I wish they would do something like Game Pass or whatever, where they give you a bit better single player stuff. But yeah, Prime isn't bad. It's not bad. I like it. It's just, it's pricey. You know, when you're on a tight budget, it's every dollar counts, right? Now it's having a little temper tantrum. You did not shut it off properly. You cannot use this. And then it's going to make you sit for 10 minutes as it like fixes the hard drive or whatever. I always do that with my PS5. I really should be careful. They are, Michael Jackson. They're definitely getting worse. Alex, I'm doing really well. Just here hanging out, you know? Just chilling out, playing some Dead Space here. What's misaligned?
Maximum weight load exceeded. Warning. Cable stress is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction is...
Bro. The hell was that? I'm so freaked out right now. No, no, get away from me. Get away from me. I'm trying to find something to throw at him. There's nothing. All right, fine.
Shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
Oh my god, I hope it's okay, Merle. That would be heartbreaking if your PS4 breaks. Yeah, I haven't watched Netflix in forever. I'm not a big Netflix fan. There's not a lot of stuff that I'm interested in there except for like Stranger Things. But
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
dude, stop picking up the wrong thing. Dude.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Oh, shut up with the access bridge already. I get it, okay? I'm busy.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Oh! Wow, that was quick. That was quick. It's fine now, just a little tantrum. Okay. Did you give it a short kiss and like whisper in its ears? Because I know that's how you always win me over, Merle. Every time, I know. Amazon Prime, but I don't like Amazon. I actually think Netflix is better than Amazon. At least in Canada, because Amazon has a whole bunch of anime in Canada, all of it in French. Not a single one has the English dub on it, and it's really annoying because if they have the French dub, why couldn't they put the English dub in there? Like 90% of Canada speaks English, and Quebec speaks English, and they're one of the 10 provinces. They're 10% of what Canada is. They're one of the provinces. And Prime does anime only in French. Stupid. So I'm not a fan of Amazon Prime, to say the least. Yeah, it's really weird. And people have like emailed Amazon and asked what's going on. And they're like, oh, it's just the way it is. Because Quebec throws temper tantrums if they don't get acknowledged enough. What do I want to do here? I want more damage. None of these do enough damage. I guess capacity, maybe? Yeah, they should, but it is what it is. Because technically, French is one of the official languages in Canada, right? But still. Jeez, man. Oh, there's stuff in here? I didn't even notice that. Move out of the way.
Emergency. All personnel proceed.
Yay, money.
Immediately.
Working 9 to 5. Now that song's stuck in my head. Oh, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Did you? Oh, you managed to throw one? Dang it.
Cannot determine clearance level. Master security override.
Oh, man. I wonder how I get master security. It feels like I should have had it by now. Anybody doing anything exciting this weekend? Working 9 to 5. What I'm gonna make a living. You went to the pumpkin patch? How was it? I've never been. I have a friend and she went last weekend. And I was telling her I've never been to the pumpkin patch. Ever in my life. I've missed out on some pretty stereotypical Canadian things, and it's kind of disappointing. Like, I've never had maple syrup in snow. I've never had that. You know, the maple syrup popsicles or whatever? Ah. Oh, you jerk. I'm gonna die. Okay, just a little while ago in this game, I was killing these guys in one shot. Now it's taking me like 8 shots to kill the same little dude. What is up with that? Just gonna be trying to play some games. Take it in as much as you can, we win. Take it. I know I said that to you last night, but try to enjoy it as much as you can, we win, because then you're gonna go back to work and you're not gonna be able to hang out at the stream again. Man, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Bad me. I know, I'm being bad. I'm being bad. I can't help it.
Clearance confirmed.
I should behave a little bit better. I'm getting too into character. That's the problem. I'm getting too into character. Alright, I think that's everything. So I guess it's time to... I heard something that sounded like a monster. Maybe not. Oh, that's actually a really hard debate, because when you said nap, I was gonna go take a nap, dude. There's no debate. But then you said Spider-Man. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I haven't gotten Spider-Man. I'm still debating about getting it. I might wait till it goes on sale. I might wait till it goes on sale. I kind of want to buy another light, because you guys know I've been having issues with my lights, so I replaced the one. And I'm kind of... What the heck? What was that? It went doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's pairing with Bluetooth. No, I don't want Bluetooth. Stop pairing. Stop it. I don't know. Whatever, stop pairing. Anyways, I replaced the one. I'm kind of torn because it is smaller than the one I was using before, but the light is way softer and way more even than it was with the old one. So because it's smaller, it's harsher, but the light itself is softer, so I don't know if that actually balances it out to be almost the same. But it also doesn't use a controller. The things are all on the light itself, so that's kind of annoying. But it has a battery built in, so I can use it for my videos and photography and stuff without ever having to take a cable. I could just use the battery. I don't know how long the battery lasts, but most of my shoots are 20 minutes per scene, so I just have to turn it on for the scene. So I would like a second one, but I don't know if I would actually use it or need it. I like to have the pair, you know, that match, and they're both new, because the one is dying, the other one is pretty much dead. But it costs as much as Spider-Man's gonna cost, so I don't know. Yeah, $90 is definitely a steep price. It's a very steep price. That's the other one that I want to get, is Mario Wonder. Now that one I am a little bit more concerned price-wise, because the way I look at it is Spider-Man can give me 40 hours easy of gameplay, but a 2D Mario game most of the time can really be beaten in like 5 to 10 hours. And so at least the 80, almost $90, 90, almost 9, is it like 93 with taxes, I think? Or is it 87 with taxes? I can't remember. Anyway, at least for 40 hours, it feels worthwhile, but for a 2D platform, it doesn't, 90, 93, okay. It doesn't feel worth it for a 2D platformer. You know what I mean? That, but I want to play Mario Wonder because I like 2D Mario games, and I've been hearing all the reviews say that it is one of the best Mario games. Shut up, I don't want to hear you. Plus, it's never going to go down in price. It's not like Spider-Man. Spider-Man will go on sale eventually. Mario Wonder will never go on sale. If it goes on sale, it's like 20 bucks off. But it'll never be like a deep, steep price.
Warning. Cable stress is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent.
Come on, come on!
Whoa. Oh, come on. It worked out better anyway.
782. Begin retrieval.
Where's another little... There's one. That wasn't it, was it? All that work? Last time? Only done with one this time? Oh, there's more. Ow! Ow!
Access bridge is obstructing transfer. Access bridge is obstructing transfer. Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
These arms, man, they're scary. Alright, you're gonna pop back up as soon as I go here? Yeah. Okay. Somewhat progress. Sorry, I'm concentrating a lot. $59.99 for like a week. Yeah, they'll do it around Christmas and Boxing Day and stuff. They tend to do like small little like $20 off. Well, mind you, the brand new game's usually like 10 bucks off. But I'll get it then maybe. I don't know.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Oh, that scared me. Okay. The headphones just went doo 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 doo, but it was the Bluetooth. I thought it was the headphones turning off. Oh crap, I'm out of stuff. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Oh shush, I know, I can't even get to it right now. Hello, how's it going? Yes, we've got a weird camera angle because TikTok keeps banning me for for adult content. And the only thing I could think of is that it's the video game. So I thought this camera angle would at least let you see that I'm gaming, and still see me without actually getting me in trouble. Maybe. Wow, this is rough. A new game pickup in 1 month time of new release games. Oh man. I'm too much of a cheapskate. I'm too much of a cheapskate. Even now. Oh! The controller just vibrated a bunch. Am I dead already? Oh. Weird. The controller was vibrating. Usually that means that we're about to die. Where did it take me to? Okay. Well, how about I do this? How about I go in? Can I exit when I go in? I don't know. How, dude? How do you do that? How do you do that? That's crazy. Oh, that's better. It'll take me with... If I have time, I'm always so friggin' busy. It's ridiculous how busy I am. Actually, yeah, I'll do the reload on this one instead. Hey, Dontavis, how's it going, man? What's with the new camera angle? TikTok keeps banning me. And they keep banning me for stupid reasons. Like, I'm playing... As you can tell, I'm playing Dead Space right now. I'm looking at wrong camera. You said TikTok, so I looked at the TikTok camera. TikTok keeps banning me. As you can tell, I'm playing Dead Space. And Dead Space is full of blood, guts, and gore. So if they ban me for violence, I would totally understand. But they're banning me for, like, self-harm and nudity and sexuality. I was playing Exorcist, and I was in a cave. There wasn't another character on screen at all for a good hour. And I got banned for nudity. I don't know where they got it from. So I'm getting banned for stupid crap all the time. And the last ban gave me a warning basically saying if this continues, they're deleting my channel. And so I don't want to lose my TikTok channel. But when I'm live on TikTok, like what you just did, it brings people over to come hang out. So this way you can kind of see what's on screen without it being really on screen. You can see what I'm playing. And if you're interested, you can come and hang out. You still get all the audio, you get all the experience, and you see me, and I still have a camera to talk, but I'm not showing gameplay. Hopefully that'll fix it, but I don't know. I've been banned so many times. It's insane. And TikTok, even though they go, oh, my bad, we didn't mean to, they still keep it on your record. So it doesn't matter that they say my bad because I still get punished for it. So I thought maybe this would be worth a while. And I don't know. I mean, people are hanging out over on TikTok, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's a very small angle. They can't really see it very well, but it's better than nothing. You know? I hate it. I like the setup I had before, but if TikTok keeps doing that, I don't want to have to rebuild a whole channel. And if TikTok deletes my channel, I'm done with TikTok. So what I'm going to do is collect all this stuff. And then I'm going to head to... Oh, I forgot about this. I always forget about this. And then I'm going to head to the little corner store thing again and buy even more ammo, so hopefully I can survive this time. It's me. I've been reporting you. I know, right? I keep disappointing you. I'm sorry. I know I keep promising and I'm being a tease, but I gotta string you along for a little bit longer until you're totally addicted. How you doing, Snacks? How's your weekend been? Guys, if you've never checked out Snacks, you really should. Snacks Gaming is awesome. He's got very similar energy to me, just with a nicer voice. And he's just like, he's exactly like I am when it comes to like just a chill type of stream. He's definitely more positive than I am. So if you're looking for more positivity than what I give, check him out because he's awesome. You flatter me. I'm just telling the truth, man. I've been a big fan of your stuff. I was really sad when I stopped seeing you come online. It was weird once COVID like really became normal again. Like when people felt normal about COVID. Sorry, I'm trying not to burp. When people felt when people decided COVID was over, which it's not, they all kind of came off of TikTok and streaming and all that because they had to go back to their regular lives. And there were a few people that I was really bummed out to see not being able to make content. And you were one of the few that I was like, man, I also know life kind of got in the way, and that can be a huge part too, but I like your stuff, man.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your designated
Oh, shush.
immediately.
Okay, I think I picked everything up, right? I think that's everything. It's Merle in the house. Merle hasn't been in the house for a while. We all missed her terribly. We were all super depressed. We all listened to sad romantic music, crying over missing Merle. All of us did.
Integrity compromised.
Yeah, I'm glad you're back, man. I'm glad you're back.
Warning. Structural integrity compromised.
I know. Merle not being around is honestly like a huge deal. It's a huge deal. Yeah, 1 week for you, a lifetime for us, okay? Totally a lifetime. It was horrible. Okay, so... Bing bong! I don't know what that was. Kevin with the GGs. Thank you for the 10 GGs, Kevin. I appreciate that. Super kind of you. Thank you. I always look at the wrong camera. I apologize. I'm bad at that. Oh, man. I don't know, Merle. I really don't know. Why do you think I'm still streaming? I would have given up. TikTok has, like, disappointed me so much. Oh. Heck yeah, I'm going to sell it. I don't even care. Like, TikTok has disappointed me so much. I would have quit a long time ago, but my love for Merle keeps me coming back. That's why. I do it for you, Merle. I do it for you. Okay. Well, I feel like I should just go all in. Is there anything else for... Bring this part to the bench to extend the upgrade path to gain access to a special upgrade. Heat accumulator. Hold on. What's this one too? The plasma cutter? That's what I use, isn't it? Roll the motivator, exactly. This is the plasma cutter, right? Is that what that is? Yeah. I'm gonna do that. See, the thing is, Snacks, Merle doesn't know I actually have the hots for her, and I'm slowly trying to woo her. She doesn't know, so don't tell her. Your friends worked at this game? No way. That's so cool. Tell your friends they did a good job. I have a couple of criticisms, but they're probably not in charge of them, so... They're not, like... Not criticisms as far as, like, the way the game is, or the story, or the graphics, because I think that all of that has been perfectly done. It's a technical criticism. Just a small one. Just a small one. Hold on, I gotta share this with you, because I don't think your friends actually have power for this. But maybe. Maybe. Yes. So here are two bugs that are very, very, very frustrating and can potentially be game breaking. One, they're both kind of tied. The AI doesn't ignore you in very important moments. Like right now I'm at the store, right? And there's this whole animation as I'm leaving. This, I can still get killed while this is happening, but I can't control it. And the bench is the worst because you have to watch the whole thing open up and then the menu closes and then it shuts down. And all that takes like 10 seconds. And if a monster happens to spawn at that moment, you're dead. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I've died a couple of times to that in this run because of that. It also will have animations that you cannot avoid. So like at one point I was attacked by a guy and it was like the mash A to defend yourself. And I was being attacked by another monster while doing that and I got killed. I got rid of the guy on top of me and I got killed by another monster due to the animation that I hadn't triggered myself. At least with the bench, I could be like, well, I triggered it in an unsafe moment. But when I'm being tied down, that's frustrating. Now, that could be a choice on their end, whatever. I don't think it's a good choice, but that's fine. If that's what it is, then, you know, that's just my opinion. But now one that actually is game breaking, that it's like they need to fix this, is the way the game loads. Because I've had it happen. This is why I save obscenely in this game now, where I've died and it loads me in the last checkpoint, and there's an enemy there. And while the load screen's happening, the enemy is already active and kills me. And then the load screen ends, and I'm already dead. And then it loads me to the same checkpoint, and then the enemy kills me during the load screen, and then it finishes loading, and I'm dead. And you're just stuck in an endless loop. And the only way out of it is to quit the game and reload at your last save. And so that's game breaking, because if I hadn't saved in a while, it's over. I have to start again. So that's the only one that is actually a game breaking issue. The other ones are just more annoyances. And like I said, it could have been a game choice of them being like, I want it to be realistic. If you're being attacked by one, you could be attacked by another. Fine. But the load screen one, that's a big one. That's a really big one, because there was one point where it happened where I had to go back about 20 minutes of progress because the game broke. And that's because I had saved, but I can forget to save sometimes for over an hour or two. Like I can do a whole stream without saving. And if that game break happened at the end of my stream, that's 3 hours of progress gone. So that's the only one that's like, ugh. Yeah, I think the one is the loading, the way that the loading is, like the game breaking one is just the way that things load, and it's probably the engine that loads in that way. Wrong camera. Probably the engine that loads in that way. I've been looking at that camera the whole time. I'm so sorry. That the engine loads that way, that it loads the AI and activates it before anything is available. Because the worst part is, right now I don't have my volume super loud, but when I used to have my volume super loud, I could hear it attacking me. And you could feel it in the controller. Whoops. You could feel it in the controller as you're being attacked. And it's just the loading screen showing the Ishimura, and you're just like, I'm about to die. And then you'd hear the of like the death. And then all of a sudden the load screen ends, and then the animation starts. And it's like, I didn't even get a chance. So it's probably the way the engine works. It's loading it in a really awkward way. But man, if they could find a workaround to that, because that's the only criticism that honestly has ruined the game for me in any way. It hasn't ruined the whole game. It's just, that's the only thing that I'm like, oh, that makes the game, like, if I wasn't streaming it, I probably would never touch the game again after that. Outside of that though, what a superb job of a remake. And you can tell them I said this, obviously I'm nobody to them, but you can tell them I said this as a way for them to pat themselves on the back. A Callisto Protocol was announced before this was. Then this was announced. And I was adamant. Like, oh, I'm wrong camera. I switched cameras. Duh. I was adamant that Callisto Protocol was going to be better. And I was like, no, the originals that made Dead Space are going to be doing Callisto Protocol, and they don't have EA to ruin it. It's going to be awesome. And I think Dead Space is going to be a cash grab. They might buff up some of the graphics, and that's about it. It's going to be not worth it. And boy, was I wrong. And I will eat those words without any salt. Like, don't pass me any spices. Give it to me just plain. Just steam it and hand it to me, because Callisto Protocol did not do well. I haven't played it. I haven't felt like buying it, so that's not a good sign. And not only was this game better than Callisto Protocol, but it's on par with like the Resident Evil remake of Resident Evil 2. Like, they did a very good job with this remake. This remake is good. It's very enjoyable. So hats off to your friends. Sucks about that one glitch, but hats off to your friends. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping EA will see Dead Space kind of as a, maybe it's worth going down this route a little bit more. Maybe not full in, because EA is always going to want their money, but it would be really nice to see EA kind of put more weight behind this type of gameplay, because honestly, it's such a great remake. What do you owe my lording about, Merle? I don't know what you're oh my lording about, honestly. I don't even know. We're just saying you're very, very important to the channel. Both of our channels. Make sure you don't let her know. Okay? Don't let her know what I said. I don't want to be embarrassed. Oh my god, could you imagine having some of EA's money? Oh man. I would like to be EA CEO for just 1 month. What he would make in 1 month, I'd be set for a few years that way. Oh, it would be amazing. That would be amazing. Okay. I feel like you know what? I'm gonna buy 2 of these. And maybe just a few of these. right? Like some of these people that are billionaires, I'm thinking to myself, like Jeff Bezos, that dude makes more an hour than I make in a day. He makes more a month than I make in 10 years. Like, it's wild. I would love to just like be Jeff Bezos for a month. Just a month. Do you know how much better my life would be with just 1 month of Jeff Bezos's input, like income? That's what I'm trying to say. Income. The dude is super tall. Yeah, man. Those media pictures and stuff that we get, they can really throw off your perception of people. They can. It's like with me. I obviously. Am I just not? Maybe. Oh no! I did it. I didn't want to do that. This is why I changed this camera, because it's broken. There. It's like me. I met Ty, and he thought I was a lot taller than I actually am, because I look taller on video than I am in real life. And then I had the opposite feeling with Ty. I thought he would be a lot shorter than he is. He's a lot taller than I thought he would be. It's been the same with some actors that I've met, because I do theater and stuff. So I've met a few professional, semi-famous, Canadian famous actors. And some of them I was shocked at how big they were. Like, I thought they were going to be way shorter than me. Or dudes that I thought were short, like that look short on TV, were barely shorter than me. It's wild to see how much like media angles and stuff can totally change your perception of how somebody looks. You're 6'1" and you felt short to him. Oh my god. I'm only 5'10", so I feel short compared to quite a few guys, but yeah, that's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. I did a show once where I was the shortest guy and the next shortest guy was 6'2". Everybody else was so tall. And the worst part was in the show, it was the Rocky Horror Show. I don't know if you know that show at all, but in that show, I had to come up behind the one guy and like put my arms around him to try to like seduce him. And he was one of the ones that was like 6'3", I think. And I was in heels. And I still had to like go on high as a tippy toe as I could, and he still had to kind of like squat a little bit for me to put my arms around his like shoulders, because he was just so much taller than me. I felt so short. I don't think I'm short, but I've never felt as short as I did next to him. That's amazing. That's actually a really cool concept for like a video, a podcast, any of that stuff. That's awesome, Snacks. That's like I've been seeing. I saw a video just recently, actually, now that you mentioned that, about Tom Cruise, and about how Tom Cruise is supposed to be really short, and there's all this stuff about how Tom Cruise is has to stand on boxes and stuff with the actresses because he's like 5'5", which is not, obscenely short. It's not like he's Danny DeVito, but when a lot of women in movies are like 5'10", he seems short next to them. And when he's supposed to be the hero, obviously he's supposed to seem a lot taller than that. And so I shouldn't have triggered that. I really messed up. And this woman shows a picture of Tom Cruise with, I don't know if it's his current girlfriend or a past girlfriend, and they're the same height. And on paper, she is considerably shorter than him. And that was really, she's supposed to be taller than him, I think. I can't remember. But they're not supposed to be the same height. And in the pictures, they're almost always the same height. And it's not just like waist up, it's full body shots and they're almost the same height. And then she shows pictures of both of them with the same stars. So like, I don't know, them standing next to like Jennifer Lawrence or whatever. I don't remember who they used. And Tom Cruise is considerably taller, and the girlfriend is considerably shorter compared to the same actor. And so they're like, how are they totally different heights when they're next to this actor, but they're the exact same height when they're together? Like this whole like rabbit hole. They never had an answer by the end of it, but that's wild. That's so wild. Yeah, the dude is a daredevil. He's nuts to begin with. Like he's definitely got mental health issues, so I'm not trying to diminish that part by saying he's nuts. But he's nuts with like being part of the Scientology thing and allegedly all the crap they do. Allegedly, please don't sue me, dudes. I have no money. So like that alone is just like whew. But yeah, the dude is way more daring than I would ever be. Like I'm pretty risk taking when I'm doing my acting stuff, but like the stuff he does, holy crap. I wouldn't even touch that with a 10-foot pole, so I can't take that away from him. I'm not a giant Tom Cruise fan, but I don't dislike him. I've enjoyed the movies that he's done. He's just weird. Yeah, don't sue me. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, please. The only celeb I ever met outside of a con was Steve Valentine, dude is 6'4". I was surprised. Oh, okay. It sounds like a South Park episode, right? It does sound like a South Park episode. It does. I've met a few Canadian actors. Not many worldwide super famous actors. I've had like, the whole like 3 degrees thing where it's like you can connect people by like 7 degrees or whatever that thing is. I've been to like 2 degrees of distance from famous people. Like I used to work with a woman who cut the hair and did the makeup of another woman, and she happened to be what's his name? I am Ryan Gosling's mother. So my coworker was Ryan Gosling's mom's hairdresser, so she knew Ryan. My ex Alana, her best friend is like cousins with Ryan, and so she's never met Ryan, but she's met his family. So it's like I've had that kind of connection with like really famous people, but I've never actually met that level of fame. I've met Canadian famous people, like people that Canadian television has made famous and that Canadians would know off of television, or like more not indie movies, but Canadian movies where some of the actors that are pretty famous in Canada I've met through that. There's a guy that I was just recently talking to one of my best friends is a professional actor. I think he would agree. I wouldn't say he's famous, but he's done some pretty big things. Like he was in the We Will Rock You tour, and so like he was all over the States doing We Will Rock You. He did it all across Canada and stuff. And like the commercials were all over TV, and every time I saw it and I was with somebody, I'd be like, my friend's in that show. And it was a pretty good show. My friend's awesome. He also does like some voiceover work. He's working on some like super top secret stuff. He can't tell me what it is, but I know it's big. And so like that is really cool. Like he's one of my best friends and that's what he's doing. So that's really cool. But outside of that, it's just like Canadian famous people. I'm not really friends because we've never hung out, but we have all the same circle of friends. We're friends on Facebook. We've chatted a few times. He's a famous Canadian stage actor. Also, when COVID first started, there was a Broadway star that died who was friends with Zach Braff from Scrubs. And he was a Broadway star, and he had passed away from COVID. And then his wife did a big round of like interviews and stuff about it. And she was on Dancing with the Stars. His dad was in my band. Nick and I were friends. We weren't close by any means, but we were friends. We used to chat. When he was in Canada, he would hang out and come see our band, and he would talk to me about theater and stuff. And Nick and I were friends. I was really sad when Nick passed away. But I have a few friends, but not famous people. Not like really famous. Nick was tall though. Nick was like 6'7" or something. He was huge. Only see celebs at cons generally. Yeah. See, I don't do cons very often, so I don't see them very often there. Jay, I don't. The name does not ring a bell, but I'm sure if I see the face, I'll know. My keyboard's off. Dang it. I can't do it. Oh wait, I could copy paste. Can I copy paste? I can't even copy paste. TikTok, you suck. I caught you, son of a bitch. Everybody who's on Twitch and YouTube, Preston, that's who I was talking about that did the tour and is like famous but not famous. He's done like big stuff, but he's not like movie star famous, but like he's full-blown professional actor. You know what I mean? Like he's famous but not famous. And he's one of my best friends. So that's like the famous person I know, like actually know. Hold on, Snacks. Jay just asked it. You're Canadian. I believe you are, but also of other heritage. Could you give a brief rundown for us? Like of my history, Snacks? So I'm Canadian. I came here when I was almost 2. right around 2, something like that. And I was born in El Salvador, Central America, the smallest country in all of the Americas. We're known as the flea of the Americas, at least in Latin communities, that's what we're known as. Also one of the most dangerous countries in the world. And one of the biggest gangs in the States came from my country, which is something not to be proud of. We came here because my dad had an opportunity to come here. And then when he was here, the Canadian government was like, hey, you're married and have a kid. They're automatically accepted too. So then we came here. And yeah, I've been here most of my life. So I'm pretty damn Canadian, but I do have a lot of Latino heritage. And yeah, that's basically my history. So sometimes you'll hear me say things kind of awkwardly, and it's because Spanish was my first language, but obviously English is what I speak all the time, and it's kind of how I think. Like in my brain, English is what goes in my mind. Kevin, thank you for the donut. Oh man, I want donuts. All right, see you later, Kevin. See you later. Oh, that guy. I know who you're talking about now. I know who you're talking about. Okay, Kevin. That's cool. That's really cool. But yeah, I think in English, but Spanish was my first language. So there are words that I sometimes say awkwardly, and I don't realize it till I watch a video of me. Or there are sometimes like inflections that I do kind of weird. Or I just forget words in English. I know them in Spanish and I don't know them in English, and that can be kind of hard to deal with sometimes. But yeah, I am in Canada. I'm in like the most southern point in Canada, one of the most southern points in Canada. I'm right by the border. Like if I go down my street and turn left, I think I drive 5 minutes and I'm like right at the American border. And so that's pretty cool, I guess. I never go to the States, but it's cool anyway. And yeah, I've been here most of my life. And it kind of sucks in a way because I'm Latino. We played Latino music, but a lot of my family actually ended up in the States. But in Canada, there's not a large enough Latino community. And so my band, although we had success for a Canadian Latin band, it wasn't anywhere near as what we could have had in the States. Like here in Canada, we were doing gigs in front of like minimum 100 people, on average 500, on pretty decent nights, about 1,000 people in the audience. The best night was over 5,000 people. Which is huge for a Canadian band. Had we been in the States, I think we would have done a heck of a lot more, but never happened. But yeah, this is where we ended up, and it's been interesting. And then it also kind of sucks because I like acting and stuff, and Canada does not support the arts enough. And so Canadian actors end up going to the States because that's just where the money is. There's no money in Canada when it comes to acting and stuff. And it really sucks because we have some really talented actors in Canada. Some of the best actors are in Canada, and they can't get anything here. It really sucks. Jer, I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing very, very well. Anyway, let's get back to it now that I've chatted away. I shouldn't have triggered that thing, but I did. I wasn't thinking. Oh, I killed him in one shot with that? Amazing. Where's the next one? Uh-oh. Dude, I'm cornered. Get out of here. I'm cornered. Oh, God.
Loading shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
What can't you do? Oh, trust me, it's not worth being seduced over it. It's really not. I never have time for anything. I'm always insanely busy, and it really sucks. I am always under stress, and not the good kind of stress. Like to the point where like I'm always really negative because of how stressed out I am. Mind you, when I'm not doing anything, then I'm also always really negative because I'm bored. I need to do stuff. So I always have to kind of keep myself going. But the phrase, you know, what is it? Jack of all trades, master of none, very much fits me. I know the saying is a lot longer, and obviously it's good to be able to be a master of many things, or a jack of all trades. But it would be really nice if I could master something. The ADHD brain makes it really, really hard for me to concentrate. I mean, you know, but it makes it really, really hard for me to concentrate on one thing long enough to get very good at it. You know, like I did the music thing for a long time. I was the lead singer. I played, please don't take this as like a boasting good thing. But like in my band, I played the keyboards, I played the bass, I played the trumpet, and I was the lead singer. I had also taught myself to play saxophone for a musical that I was in, but I was not good at any of them. Like I could do what I needed to on stage, and I was good at it on stage for whatever it was I was doing. But outside of that very, very limited scope, I couldn't do anything else. And even though I learned to play all those instruments, I don't actually know how to play any of them. And so it's really tough. Like right now with the musical, everybody that's there knows music. And so they'll all be talking and they'll be like, oh, that D is supposed to be a D flat. And I don't know what the hell that means. Or they'll be like, that quarter note, make it a half note. I don't know what that means. And so like they're saying all these things and I have no clue what it means. As they're reading the notes in the music, I can't read it because I don't know what it means. And so I'm just reading the words and trying to memorize what I'm hearing as I'm hearing it. But that also means I'm a lot slower than everybody else at learning. So I can do a lot of things. I'm just not good at anything. The acting is another really good example of it. Preston and I began around the same time. He's younger than me. I don't remember how many years. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 years younger than me. But we started in the same place. Now, he went to theater school. I was done. We met, and then he went off to theater school. So he trained a little bit later than I did, but we started doing the same things at the same places. And when we met, I had more technical skill than him because I'd been trained, but I had more raw talent than him because I'd been around longer than he had. When he went to theater school, he honed that talent, and now he is better trained than me and more talented than me. And even if I had continued acting through the whole time that he has been acting, I don't think I would have been able to keep up with him, because although I have the raw talent, I am not good at actually getting good at things. And because of that inability to actually get good at anything, he has had a lot of success as an actor, and I have had zero success as an actor. And so it's I do a lot, but none of it is actually worth being impressed over. Like even my streaming. I mean, when you and I met Jax Snacks, I saw Jer, and I went. Anyways, when you and I met Snacks, my videos were doing really well on TikTok, and my streams were averaging 20 to 30 viewers, and I'm sitting at 8 right now between Twitch and YouTube, and 2 on TikTok. So like less than half of what I was doing. And that's just the story of my life. I get decent at something and then I just kind of lose interest and then I drop it. So it's not worth being seduced over. I know you were just joking, but it really isn't. It's actually a huge detriment. It really sucks. I wish I could get good at something and actually stick to it. Actually stick to it. I needed to swallow and I was trying not to drool. And then my throat tried to swallow, but there was nothing there to swallow. Anyways, so it really sucks sometimes because I get frustrated because I watch Preston, who wasn't a dancer, and he worked really hard at it, and now he can fake it on stage, and he'll argue with me and say he's not a dancer, but when he's on stage, he looks like a dancer. He can fake it very, very well. I can't. I don't look like a dancer. I really don't look like a dancer. And it really sucks because if there was one thing I wish I could be fully devoted to and actually have gotten good at, it would be my acting and singing, because I have the raw talent. I just can't sit long enough. It kind of sucks. You feel like I'm selling myself short in parts. I am, because I am very insecure about where my talent stands right now because I haven't done a lot, but in a lot of ways I'm not. What did Preston say? Yeah, absolutely, Preston. Absolutely, I'll help you out. Absolutely, I would help you out. We can do quite a bit. I mean, even in this room that has nothing, I think this sounds pretty good. We can get something good for you. But yeah, like in parts I'm selling myself short. In other ways, I'm really not. Preston can attest to what my vocal range used to be. Like I used to have a ridiculous range for a man, to the point where I used to take vocal lessons with an opera singer. And she got to the point where she's like, I can't help you anymore because as a woman, I don't have the same vocal limitations that you have, and I don't have the same vocal abilities that you have, because obviously my range would be a lot lower than hers would be. And she's like, but I really suggest you go to opera school. She was really big on, like, she wanted me to go to opera school because she's like, you have a voice that most men don't have, and you need to hone it, because you could have a huge career in opera because of what my voice was. If you don't know anything about singing, the men positioning is usually bass, baritone, tenor, and countertenor. So the bass are like the really low way down here, guys. The baritone are more around here. Tenors are more around here. And then the countertenor is able to do what sopranos do. Like the high operatic women's voice, countertenor can do a lot of that. I was like 85 to 90% there to the countertenor level. And so she was like, if you get training, you could be a full-blown countertenor. And now I'm not even a baritone. I can barely keep up with the baritones. I can do the baritones, but it's not... Before, doing a baritone was hard because I couldn't go that low. Now I do a baritone and there's not a lot of effort to it, but it's not like it used to be. Now doing tenor is a struggle for me, and I used to be able to do tenor in my sleep, no problem. So I'm selling myself short in some ways. I'm really not in others because I've lost a lot of it, but I've lost a lot of it because I can't dedicate myself long enough. And so I stopped singing. When I stopped acting, I stopped singing. And that was it. So that's the big side. It's like I do a lot of stuff, but I don't do any of it well enough. And the stream is 100% proof of that. I have 6 people watching me right now. And I'm not saying that for anybody who's just popping in and seeing this, please don't think I'm saying that as like, nobody wants to see me, I hate my life. What I'm saying is I don't have the dedication to bring this number up in the right way, because I am very easily bored, and so I move on. And when it comes to where my channel is, visually, audibly, entertainment-wise, I think I am at the right level. I just don't know how to read analytics. I don't know how to deal with like business proposals. I don't know how to collaborate. I don't know how to do any of that. And I have no interest in learning it. And so this is pretty much the peak for me. Which kind of sucks. I am trying to do more. I've been picking the brain of Girl Thulu. She's been kind of giving me some advice on like analytics and stuff. So I'm trying to force myself to get into it. But look what's happening now. I haven't posted on TikTok very often. I haven't posted anything on YouTube. I haven't posted anything on Instagram really, because I am 100% fixated on my Minecraft stuff, which is on YouTube, but it's my Minecraft stuff. And I am very, very cautious about it, only because in 6 months I might get bored of it and just never do another Minecraft thing again. And that's the detriment to being able to do so much. I would rather be able to do one thing really, really well. I really wish I could. I really, really wish I could. Because like I'm a pretty decent photographer. I was a really good sound tech, but I wasn't interested enough to make it a job. And that sucks. That's a big detriment. That's a big detriment. But the beauty is that I am good enough at all these little things that I can do a bunch of stuff. Like I could just always be doing something new. And because I can do so many random things, I can always try different things that other people potentially wouldn't try. Does that make sense?
Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Like some people who get into streaming, they struggle because they're like, well, I don't know anything about lighting, or I don't know anything about photography or sound. Where I'm like, I know a little bit about all of it, so I can just kind of do it. Ouch. So there's definitely an upside. Hold on, Preston. I'll read yours in just a second. Uh-oh. Ouch, ouch. Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I think if you want it badly enough, you'll work hard and try to find a way to make it happen. Yeah, but that's the problem, Preston. Like it's really hard to make it make sense to other people. Like I'm pretty sure you've said you have ADHD, right? But the way your brain seems to work is when you fixate on something, you really, really fixate. And so like the acting thing has been one where you've been able to continually push yourself because you are so fixated in acting that you can constantly look for a new avenue and look for a way to find a new path. Kind of the same with like Starfield. You were able to sit through Starfield even if you weren't having a good time because you were like, no, I want to do this. And you fixated enough to sit and drive yourself through it. I don't have that. The way my ADHD brain works is I'm going to do it till I stop getting the dopamine high. And once that stops, I am not going to do it anymore. Even if it is something that I'm really interested in. So that's what's happened with like streaming. It's what's happened with photography. It's what's happened with my music. It's what's happened with acting, where as long as I'm enjoying it, I can push. The second I don't enjoy it, it's not like it's too hard, I give up. It's the high isn't there, so I don't enjoy it. And because I'm not enjoying it, I just start losing interest in something else gives me the high, and then I start putting my energy into that, and this just kind of falls away. And not because I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, but more because it's like, oh yeah, I forgot I was doing that thing. And when I go back to it, I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling the high. I'm going to go back. And so like, that's what happens to me. And that's what's happening right now with TikTok. I'm having more fun with Minecraft and the videos and the way the videos look and they come out, that thinking about doing TikTok, it's like thinking about having to wash the dishes to me right now, where I'm just like, I don't want to do this. It's not the end of the world, but I don't want to do it. And that's how I feel about TikTok. And that's where theater was for me for a really long time. And right now I'm not feeling that with theater. And I'm cautiously optimistic that I'll continue to feel this right now for a while. But I'm also afraid that I'm feeling this way because there's this wonderful person that I've connected with at the show, and her and I become really good friends, and I'm enjoying being around her. I'm enjoying don't read into it too much for everybody else. But like there's this woman in the show who like I get butterflies when I'm around her because I think she's pretty and she's talented, and you know, nothing serious. I'm not like falling in love with her or nothing like that. It's just like feeling those butterflies gets me excited to go to rehearsals. And so like, I'm afraid that that's what has me feeling that dopamine high, and it's not so much about the acting. So as soon as that dopamine leaves, I lose interest. And that's where it is like, even though I really, really want it, I can't push myself to do it. And that's the problem that I have. That's where the issue is. Rachel's got a crush. Smitten kitten. Kind of, but not really. I mean, she doesn't even know I exist. So definitely not a worthwhile venture on my side. I 100% would not be her. What? I would 100% not be her type, but you're getting better at managing it. Yeah. Kindred spirits. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating because, like I said, I watch Preston push through things and get to a level that where he is now is where I wanted to be. And that was like my realistic goal, is to be where Preston is now. Obviously my dream goal was like full-time actor doing this all the time and doing big shows and everybody knows my name who's into theater. But the realistic level was like, yeah, Preston works pretty consistently. He does some pretty big shows. He does some not so big shows, but he's always doing something. He's auditioning all the time. He's got a good agent, like all this stuff. That was my realistic goal. And then I see that he got there and I didn't. And obviously part of me does the whole self-pity thing of like, man, why am I not good enough? Like, why do I suck? But the more like realistic part of me is just like, my brain just doesn't work that way. And I need to figure out how to make it work that way, because that is what's stopping me. It's not that I'm not good enough. It's not that I'm not likable. And I mean, I'm not being likable. That's kind of an issue too, but it's not that, you know, I just suck as an actor. It's that my brain doesn't function in a way that works well for me. And I need to work on that. And I'm trying really hard to do that now, but it sucks. It really gets in the way. It really, really gets in the way. So when somebody says something like, you got to push through it, that's not how my brain works. I can't push through it. And not because I don't want to. It's because if I'm not feeling that dopamine, if I'm not feeling that level of excitement, and that high is like the best word I can use, then not only do I not enjoy it, but then it becomes a chore, and then I don't do it well because I'm not enjoying it. And that's more of a detriment. And so like, I just don't do it. I find something else that I'm enjoying, and then I fully go into that. And then what happens? My TikTok blows up, or my stream blows up, or hopefully my Minecraft will blow up. because that's giving me the high. I'm able to dedicate myself to it. But as soon as the high is gone, I'm not dedicated, and then I'm not putting the effort in. My last, let me use an objective number here. Objective number here. So my TikTok, for a while there, let me go back quite a bit. When Alana first left and I was trying really hard to get back into it, I'm going to count 10 of them. So out of 10 videos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of the 10 that I just picked, 4 of them were filmed just on my... Actually, 4 of them were filmed just on my phone. One on my phone was with a tripod and proper lighting, but 4 of them were filmed on my phone. 6 of them were done professionally, like with the proper lighting and all that. Out of the last 10 videos, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 1 was done professionally. The rest were all just done on my phone, me sitting right here. Because I've lost the dopamine high, I don't want to put the effort in. And that's a very objective look at it. When I'm into it, 60% of my stuff was done fully professionally, and after the 4 that I didn't do professionally, 4 more were done right. Because I was feeling the dopamine, I wanted to keep pushing. The second I lost that dopamine from TikTok, 1 was done well, and that was because I was forced to, not because I wanted to. It was because they sent me the contract with the microphone or with the mixer. I had to do it. I didn't want to. I had to. And so like that, translate that to like the acting or the singing or the stream. The same thing happens. As soon as I lose that dopamine, I completely drop the effort. And not because I want to drop the effort, but because I don't enjoy it, so I'm not doing it well. And since I'm not doing it well, I'm enjoying it less. And since I'm enjoying it less, I do it less well. And it just continues into that spiral until eventually something else gives me the high. And then I put all my energy into that. And then I just forget about this other thing. So that's what happens. And although it does feel like it's shitting on me unfairly, Preston, and that's how acting feels too, right? And so it translates 1-to-1 with my acting. So that's why even though right now I have the opportunity to make it happen, and I want to make it happen, and I am trying right now, there's a real big part of me that thinks it's not going to happen. One, I'm at the peak of my age when it comes to that point where there's nothing to really be cast as, because I'll be too old for the young guy. I'll be too young for the old guy. So I'm just reaching there. The hair's bought me a few more years, but there's a really good chance I won't make it there because of that. You know, my brain just doesn't work. So that gets me to beat myself up for sure. And then doing this musical with community theater and seeing how I'm one of the singers that's struggling the most, who's a singer. Because there are some people struggling, but they're not singers, so you expect them to not be good at it. But as somebody who used to be very good at singing, and I'm struggling the most out of all the singers there, it's really, really, it's a bad feeling. It's a really bad feeling. I'm pretty proud of what I'm doing, but it's a really bad feeling. It sucks. I thought Pete Sexiness. No, that's you, Merle. That's you. Well, I imagine it's you. I didn't see bikini picture, so I can't talk. I'm not gonna drop this. Okay. Yeah, I do need to reframe my thinking for sure. I need to reframe my thinking for sure. And yeah, I'm definitely just getting back in. And that's a big part of what's making me feel bad is I'm looking at it comparing to somebody who is doing it all the time, every day, all day long, to somebody who doesn't do it at all. Obviously, I'm not going to be as good, but it's hard not to remember what it was like and to feel like, God damn, where did that go? You know what I mean? I am looking better. Right now, I'm feeling a little bit lower, even more so because I've gained weight. I hadn't really noticed it until very recently. And today I really noticed it for the first time. I've definitely gained some weight back because now that I'm working with my brother, I'm not doing as much physical quick movement as I was before. I'm still working very physically for the same amount of hours. But before I was doing everything on my own, so there was a lot faster movements to get done in the same amount of time. Now I can take a little bit more time. And although I'm doing the musical right now and it's keeping me busy, I've been spending a lot of time doing nothing at home. And because I've been so busy with the musical, I've been eating a lot of fast food again. So I started gaining weight again. And that's kind of getting under my skin a bit. So I'm trying really hard to stop that from getting out of control again, because it's not anything crazy. Like, it's not like I've gained 40 pounds, but I've probably gained 10 pounds, I would say. So that's kind of getting under my skin. But yeah, I have to reframe my thinking. I also have to kind of push through this, which is what I'm trying to do, because this is the mentality that stops me. Because, you know, I wasn't going to try out for the musical. And then you're like, I think you should just do it. And I was like, fine, whatever, I'll do it, even though I didn't really want to. And now I'm glad that I did. And obviously it's led me to some pretty great paths. So I need to kind of push through this for that. But I guess part of me also doesn't want to be delusional and be like, I'm going to do this full force and become a proper full-time actor, because the likeliness is I'm not going to make it to be a full-time actor. And I don't want to be disappointed. But by not having that kind of mentality, I'm also immediately setting myself up for failure. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yes, next time send vegetables. Don't send me candy anymore. I'm kind of like this too. I find it hard sticking to something for so long. I'm easily bored. Yeah, Cosmic Nord. Sorry, I don't know when you sent that. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you are. Yeah, it can be kind of frustrating. That's what happens with video games. If you watch my stream for any amount of time, any amount of extended time, you will very quickly see that I will drop a game and not go back to it. And even though people want to see the ending, I'm just like, nah. Because I get bored of it. It's what happened. That was a big part of why I disliked Elden Ring. It was so vague with what you needed to do, and I needed to do so much wandering around that I got bored. And because I was bored, I didn't want to play it anymore. So I just didn't. Yeah, losing the hyperfocus sucks. It sucks. But also having the hyperfocus, pretty freaking sweet. It's pretty freaking sweet to have that hyperfocus sometimes. How did I get 2 nodes? I've always only had 1 at this point. Weird. Okay. Where's the other upgrade? Oh, it's all the way up here? I don't have enough nodes for that. Well, I can definitely do the damage, and I'll do capacity, and what's rough? Rate of fire. Well, I definitely want this one because it applies damage over time for each shot. Thank you, Michael Jackson. I appreciate that. I think it's a funny. I think it's a funny thumbnail. How did I take the picture? I just took it on my phone. I made a face. I took the picture, and the beauty is iPhone has this thing where you can like click on yourself, and it will actually cut you out from the image. And so it cut me out most of the way. And then I just used Affinity Photo on my tablet and just erased the last little bit it didn't cut out. And that's how I took the picture. But yeah, losing hyperfocus really sucks. It's also nice when you're able to hyperfocus and get really good at something in a very short amount of time, or like absorb a bunch of information in a really short amount of time, which I really like. But yeah, it sucks when you lose it, especially when it's something you actually enjoy. Like I love theater, and I'm still completely enamored with it. I mean, I talk about it all the time. I'm so enamored with it, and I would love to do more with it. But when that hyperfocus is gone, it's so hard to dedicate myself to doing it. Like right now, I'm struggling to memorize the lines and the music, and not because I suck at it. I'm no worse at memorizing music than I was when I was doing this all the time. I just have zero motivation to sit down and do it. Now, this is more me being lazy rather than like having lost my drive. It's more just like, I don't want to do it. But that's what happens when I lose my hyperfocus. I very much just turn into, I don't want to do this. And going to auditions, taking headshots. I need new headshots. And I just haven't had the drive to do it. You know, or even now, like they've asked me, I don't know if I've said this to everybody. I've said it when nobody's around really, but they asked me to actually film part of the show because we're doing something. I don't want to give it away too much because some of the people watching are going to actually go see the show, but they're going to be filming something and projecting it in the show. And they were going to hire somebody to do it. And then when I told them I do social media, I showed them one of my videos and they saw that it looks professional. They asked me to do it. They're like, you're in the show, you know the direction we're going with. You'll have the best experience in doing this instead of hiring some stranger who's going to have no idea what we want. So I'm going to be doing this whole sequence on video and I'm going to be filming it kind of like a movie. And although I'm excited about it and I like making these kind of videos and stuff, that hyper focus, I'm having a really hard time getting into it because I have to draw. Oh, I don't have the other tablet here. I have to draw like a storyboard to show them what kind of camera angles I'm going to use, kind of what I want the image to look like. And to sit down and draw that, I just don't have the drive for it. But I know I have to. And it's just because I haven't been having a good time making videos because of TikTok. So it's like, but I know it's going to be really fun. I know it's going to be really fun and I'm super excited about it. I can't wait. I might even show it on stream once it's done. And I think it'll be really cool. There won't be music to it though. I'll have to like play the soundtrack or something because we're going to be singing it live. So the video is going to play, but we're going to be performing it live. So it's going to be kind of double layered. So when I do show it to you guys, if I get it done in time and get to show it to you, I won't have music to it because it's going to be all live. Sorry, everybody. The lead is asking me a question. Okay. We have to beat this section, and then I gotta stop soon. How long have I been live? How long have I been live? 2 hours and a half. Okay. That's not too bad. Thank you, Weebin. Thank you. But yeah, I need to get out of my own way when it comes to the acting. I would love to do a bit more of it. And this is 100% me being an arrogant jerk, and I know I'm gonna come off like an arrogant jerk, but I also don't want to lie to all you and pretend that I'm something I'm not. Why can't? Oh, is it because the? Oh, I already did it. Wait, did the game?
Danger. Containment fields approaching maximum capacity.
I think the game kind of glitched out a little bit. Not in any like super bad way, but I think it saved some information partway through what I was actually doing while still not registering that I had already triggered all this stuff. Weird. Okay. Not tonight, Preston. I have rehearsals tomorrow. I'm going out to dinner tonight with somebody, but I have to edit the Minecraft video. I have to convert the rest of the Minecraft. Actually, I should probably go check it to see if I can convert the other video next. I have to convert the rest of the Minecraft video. I have to do the storyboard for the video that I'm filming for the rehearsal. And I have to finish doing my laundry and cleaning the apartment. I have a lot to do tonight. But yeah, this is going to make me sound like an arrogant jerk. And this is 100% me being an arrogant jerk and being way too self-aggrandizing. I totally know that's what it is. But part of me struggles with community theater because I feel like it's below me, but not in a way in like I shouldn't do the community theater because that's not good enough for me. But in I feel like it's wasted talent for me to be doing community theater. At the same time, I'm nowhere near good enough to do professional theater right now. Not even close. So I need to get out of my own way to get into dealing with working in community theater. Because, and it's not, again, not a judgment on the people I'm working with at all. This has nothing to do with them. It's more of the, like, right now we're doing this show and it's got some really big musical numbers and we're doing zero choreography. And that really sucks. But we're doing zero choreography because most of the people there don't know how to dance. So she would rather not dance and look good than to try to dance and look bad. So it's not pushing me to the next level. Vocally, the guy that we're working with, although he's doing a lot of really good work, has been doing some stuff that all of my vocal coaches have always told me is wrong. And so it's clear that that's not his expertise. And so like in that aspect, I'm like, it's below me because I should be doing something that's a bit more challenging to get pushed a bit harder. But if I don't do this stuff, I won't get the practice in to get good enough to go do the professional stuff. Do you know what I mean? And so it's like, I got to get him out of my own way and just kind of go with it and push myself to do it and take vocal lessons and stuff. But I keep getting in my own way and it kind of sucks. But yeah, tonight, no rehearsal. Tomorrow, rehearsal. I think it's a shorter rehearsal. I think it's only from like 1 till 5 or something. Oh. But yeah, I gotta work on that. I just gotta do it, you know, because right now I am definitely not at the level I used to be. I'm definitely not at the level I used to be. I mean, on the upside, the character I'm playing, the stuff that I'm singing as my character is all within my comfortable range. I can do all of it and I'm gonna do really well with it. Acting wise, it's really within my niche. Like, I'm the bad guy, I get to be a jerk, but I also get to be a clown. I'm gonna do some like physical clown work where I'm gonna do things that are physically funny. So it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna do really well with it. But I need to push myself. I need to push myself because right now I'm not pushing myself, and the show is not bringing my skill level up to what it used to be. And I need to get my skill level back.
Warning. Shipment 782 is misaligned. Retrieval may be delayed.
Where are you guys?
Maximum weight load exceeded.
Uh-oh.
Warning. Fuel stress is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent.
Where are you guys? Whoa, 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 right behind me.
Loading shipment.
Next.
Beginning retrieval.
Still in one piece.
Whoa! Ouch. I forgot that thing was in there.
Access bridge is obstructing transport.
I'm trying to like make sure I always have these spikes with me because they just keep spawning. Okay, the next arm is on the other side, but I don't know if it's on this side or across the bridge. Nope, this side.
Is obstructing transfer.
What side is it on? What side is it on? This side. Did the game get easier for me? Is that what happened? The game was like, you've lost a lot. Let's make it easier. Let's make it a bit easier. Where are you? Where are you? I hear you. Whoa. Oh God. Oh God. Move, move, move. Oh God, hold on. I'm panicking, everybody. Sorry. I've been chatting this whole time. Now that I'm actually playing, I'm panicking.
Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Yes, I know it is. I know it is. Leave me alone. Don't forget to drink as well. I should drink. Lots of vodka. Or maybe tequila. Tequila, that's better. That's more fun.
Caution.
Where?
Access bridge is
Oh, right there.
obstructing transfer.
I'm so stressed out.
I'm reading a cargo
Oh,
transfer to the hangar.
did we do it really?
Good work, Mr. Clark. On our way.
Kine, your flight path goes by airlock 19. I can get there from the computer core.
Pickup. Yes, we'll be there.
Can you make it to the airlock alone?
No movement on the cameras. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
I can't believe I did it. Yes. Oh, the panic was real there. We've talked about it a few times on stream. I'm actually going to go get sushi tonight. I haven't had sushi in years. I don't even know what I'm going to get while I'm there. Because I don't actually know what I like in sushi. I haven't had sushi in forever. Where's the way out? Oh, man. I feel like something's going to pop up and try to eat me. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't had sushi in such a long time. You want some too? Okay, I'll bring you some. I'll bring you some. Man, it's so annoying. I guess it's all the stress. I've had such a bad acne outbreak over the last month, over the last week.
Approaching maximum capacity.
My poor nose, I got like 4 pimples on it. It was so painful. Even now, they're still pretty bad. But right now, I have pimple patches on it, so they're not so noticeable on camera. But worst part is that cute girl that I'm like working with and stuff. I have to get like right in her face for a lot of what we deal with. Like there's a part where I'm like on top of her, I'm straddling her, and like we're like a couple of inches from each other, and I've got like all these pimples on my nose. Then later on there's a part where she's like, she has to grab my butt and we're like face to face, and again all these pimples on my nose, and I'm just like, oh no, why? But I did the pimple patches. They've helped. They reduce a lot of the redness. But I've been doing like all my acne treatment and stuff, and they've gone away pretty quick. But oh, man. Hold on. Yeah, I'm excited to go out for dinner. It's gonna be nice. Get out of the house and do something. That'll be nice. Yeah, I'm excited for sushi. I don't know. I haven't had sushi in forever, so I'm excited to try it. Like to see what I'm going to choose. I mean, you've never had sushi. You have to cook for the next 5 days. What are you going to cook, Weewin? Have I been working on that booty? No, I just naturally have a booty. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Naturally, I have a nice booty. TikTok, I'm sorry. You're going to endure this. But like, I normally don't wear pants that really like fit tightly. Come on. That's not bad, right? That's not bad. TikTok, you can't really see it. But like, that's not bad. a lot of guys have like a really flat booty. But like it's not huge, but it's not bad. I mean, it doesn't help that I got a gut right now, but like I think that's pretty decent, right? But yeah, I don't have to work on my booty. I mean, I kind of do, but not fully. But yeah, as far as sushi goes, yeah, it may not be for everybody, because there's some sushi stuff that I'm like, I'm not a big fan of that one. But it can be really yummy. It can be really, really yummy. Sushi is pretty nice. I'm gonna show up and sit in the corner. I'm just a menu with like 2 holes in it, and they'll be like, "Sir, you can't sit here. You need to order." And you'll be like, "I'm still looking at the menu." I'll be like, "Sir, that's a menu for IHOP." I think it's called Wind. I think is what the place is called. Wind. Oh, nice, Weeban. That sounds yummy. Inca Raids, hello. Kimbap, what's that? I've never heard of that. What is that? Inca Raids, are you the person who comments on my TikTok too? I think you are. Are you? Are you? You are, right? You're the same person? The one that has the little Inca guy as your display picture? Is that you? Is it? I've never been there. I've never been there. Okay, I think I don't really want to waste any more credits. I want to kind of save them in case I need to upgrade something else. Oh, I do like Korean food, so that I would definitely try that. I gotta look up to see if there's anything like that around me. I definitely gotta look up to see if that's around me. Okay, so I'm pretty sure so then you're also the person who asked me if I think, was it you? It might have been somebody else that commented, and then I saw your comment after. I don't know. Was it you that suggested trying replay mod for Minecraft? Was it you? Oh yeah, the scene. Wrong scene anyway. I always, every time. But was it you that did the? Is it really easy to make? Maybe I'll look up a recipe. I like Korean food, and I like cooking, so maybe I'll do that. Okay, so I meant to make a video about it because I was gonna try it. After you mentioned that, I was like, you know what? I don't know, maybe, because when I looked up like how to do a time lapse, that came up, and then I kept hearing on the videos I watch of guys doing like, no, I had to go on my cam account. So I was like, okay, well, they just have a second account. So then I started using T-Launcher, which it comes with its own level of problems because I'm using a 2 PC setup. I use my one PC to wrong camera. No, wait, no, you're on Twitch. I use one PC to record everything, and then the other PC to play Minecraft. But to do the time lapses, I have a second instance of Minecraft running on the first PC, on the gaming PC. But then I also have to have OBS running on that so I can record the time lapse camera on there. But sometimes I screw up and I turn off this camera, like the one that captures the regular gameplay, and I leave just the time lapse one on because I forget that the main computer has sound and the time lapse one doesn't. And so I end up recording with no sound. So it's kind of a hassle. And sometimes I forget to just turn on the recording on the secondary computer. So like it's a pain. So I installed replay mod and it won't work. And I don't know why. So I'm planning to do a full wipe of the computers and try doing fresh Windows installs. Maybe something that I installed messed it up, but I can't get it to work. It keeps telling me that it's missing something, or that it can't launch something, and it gives you a bunch of error codes and then it just won't launch. So it's really frustrating. The only reason I got a 2 PC setup is because I was living with somebody and I had built her a PC, and then she just up and dropped the bomb that she was leaving and that she didn't love me anymore and that it was over. And so when she was leaving, I was like, are you going to take your computer or what? And she was like, no, I don't have space for my computer. She's like, do whatever you want. You can sell it. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, I paid for it and I built it, so I don't feel bad taking it. But hell, if I've got 2 computers now, I'll do a 2 PC setup. That's the only reason. Outside of that, I've always done a one PC setup. I prefer a one PC setup. Yeah, I'll let you know. I don't know what they are now. The PC's off and everything right now, but yeah, I'll shoot you a message and maybe you can tell me, like, even just suggest what it means, and then I can try to figure it out. Because I would rather use replay mod. It seems like it's a lot more powerful, and it'll give me a bit more freedom versus what I'm doing now. Because there's also many times where I do a bunch of work thinking about doing a time lapse, and then I check my time-lapse camera and I'm still like down below and I haven't recorded any of it. So it's so annoying. So I think replay mod would be better. I just couldn't get it to launch and I don't know why. Yeah, one PC is so much simpler. The only reason, like I said, is because I had the extra PC, so why not? But I also was playing games that weren't working on the one PC setup. Like I'm part of the Deep Silver Collective, and they sent me Dead Island. And hold on.
Don't let this place get to you. Kendra, we're out of time.
He's not there. I can make it if I run.
Yeah, just run. I'm part of the Deep Silver Collective. They sent me Dead Island, and because I stream on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, I have 2 instances of OBS running at all times. And 2 encodings happening at all times. And then once I started playing Dead Island, it would just crash the stream because the computer couldn't handle Dead Island plus that. And to get it to run, I had to run it at 720p with everything on medium. And so for me, it's a really big downgrade in graphics. And with the 2 PC setup, now I can have max graphics and it doesn't affect the stream at all, which I really like. So although it's a headache and a lot more things go wrong way more often than they used to, and even like my audio is a nightmare to get to work, it's really, really nice to be able to have max graphics at all times and never have to worry about whether or not the PC is overloaded or the stream is overloaded. And I would never suggest for somebody to buy a second PC to do 2 PC setup, and if I didn't have the second PC out of just life and coincidence, I definitely wouldn't buy it, but I'm glad that I do have a 2 PC setup. It's pretty nice. Dude, I swear I hit him with the thing. Dude, why aren't you like... There. Whew. That was rough. Free cam is another one. Okay, I hadn't heard of free cam yet. Now, I've never seen anybody actually like how they use replay mod, but it almost looks, from what I've seen, because I've watched some of my creators that I like doing time lapses where they're like building something, and then I watch the replay mod camera move and they're still playing. So does replay mod like allow you to, like, is it that you set up the camera movement and then as you're playing it's doing it, or is it that it records in a way that the camera can actually move post recording, so it almost like records it as like a code and then it can like recreate what's happened? I like Pixel Riffs. They do some great tutorials. Yeah, I'll look them up for sure. Oh, I killed myself. Okay, see, that is insanely powerful and useful. Because then I don't have to think about it while I'm playing, about readjusting the camera every single time I'm about to do something. I can just play and then fix it afterwards. I really need to make it work. Like I said, I have it installed. It just wouldn't launch. It's the same. I'm having the same, not the same issue, but I'm having a similar issue with, this is why I think I need to do a whole wipe, because I'm having the same issue with Optifine. My Optifine won't let me launch Minecraft unless I reinstall Optifine before every launch, which is really weird. And I don't know why, because it just says failed to launch something something, and so like I have to close down Minecraft and then reinstall Optifine, then open Minecraft launcher, then relaunch it, and then it's okay every time. It's weird. Nope, just Optifine. And then I installed the replay mod, but that's not. Oh, I installed the replay mod, and originally I had installed Forge, I think, but I don't launch it with Forge. I don't know. I don't actually know how that all works. Like, I really don't know how you're launching multiples at once. I don't know if that once they're installed, it just launches every time. I don't know. I'm an idiot with all this stuff. You have to do a full wipe because the Go XLR, dude, the Go XLR is such a nightmare. I love my Go XLR, but it's such a nightmare. But yeah, I have to do a full wipe. I want to do a full wipe on both PCs. But yeah, I need to do the replay mod. Yeah, see, and I religiously watch Grian and Mumbo. They are my two favorite Minecraft creators. And the funny thing is, you commented that, and literally the next episode that I watched, I'm way back in season 6 of Grian joining Hermitcraft when he first joined. And right after you commented that, Grian said it in his video where he was like, you know, I've been using replay mod and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my God, it's a sign from the Minecraft gods. Like, somebody commented that and then I saw it in a video. So I know I need to use it. I couldn't get it to launch. So I definitely need to do a full wipe. What did you switch to from the Go XLR? The beacon? Okay. Yeah, I've stuck with the Go XLR for one very, very, very specific reason. And the second one is more just money. I don't want to have to spend the money. The Go XLR was so expensive and it sounds so nice. But the really specific reason is I use the live monitor all the time. And the Go XLR has the least delay in their monitor from a lot of the stuff that's out there. Like, I got one sent, I did a video on it. I got a mixer sent from Mauno, I think is what the company was called. And the mixer's fine. Like, it does the bare essentials, which is fine. It sounds pretty decent. They have a live monitor as well, but there's a delay in it. It's microscopic, but it's there. And because I'm using wireless headphones, that also introduces a delay. And so on theirs, the delay sounds more like a reverb than just a delay. With the Go XLR, it sounds... How can I explain it? It's so minimal. It's almost like a reverb, but not quite. And so that's manageable, but the other one was more delayed. And I find a lot of companies are using a virtual monitor, which introduces the delay, and then you add that with wireless, and it's almost impossible. And I hate it. And you run it through your speaker setup. See, I don't like using speakers because just the way that I run my audio levels, it would be picked up in the microphone and it would cause too much of a headache. So I use headphones. I don't like using headphones, but the big thing is, a big part of my channel has always been jump scares. And so people donate and it sets off a jump scare. But if the volume is low, I don't get scared. And so I have my audio set up in a way where my jump scares are at max volume all the time, no matter what I do. So if I turn my headphones down, the alerts stay loud. And the alerts are not loud for you guys. And if I put that on the monitors, I would end up with a feedback loop because of how loud I need the alerts. I also live in an apartment with people upstairs, so I don't want to have them complaining if stuff is too loud. So I stick with headphones. And I really, really need the monitor because I'm using headphones. And I was a professional musician and I got very used to hearing my voice, but it allows me just to know if I'm sounding okay. Because, like, I can hear the difference from this and this in my monitor because I can hear how much clearer it sounds just based on how it's facing. Without the monitor, you can't really tell that slight difference. So I like the monitor. The only reason I've really been able to stick with it is because I use the Steam Deck or the Stream Deck Plus, which has the little knobs on it. And with that, I'm able to use the Wavelink. And so my Go XLR literally... Oh, man. Internet disconnected again. My Wavelink My Go XLR is literally just setting out my microphone. I've got my noise gate set up on it, but it just sets out the microphone, and I use it to mute the microphone. Everything else I'm controlling through my Stream Deck and the Wavelink software. Outside of that, I don't use my Go XLR software for anything anymore because it's just such a headache. The USB plug in the back is loose, and so as soon as I move it, it actually crashes the whole system and then crashes the stream. So I try not to even touch it anymore. Hello, Mark. How's it going, man? How are you? I usually have my music game set to 75 with no feedback. Yeah, and but the thing, like I was saying, the big thing is I want loud volume for the alerts. I can't even see it. Incorrates, dude, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate that. That's really kind. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. That's really kind of you, honestly. But yeah, like, because of the jump scare alerts, like I want them like obscenely loud, not like at a regular level, because I naturally don't react when I get scared. Now I've gotten better at letting myself react, but naturally I don't really react when I get scared, and I don't want to play it up. I don't want to be like, oh my god, I was scared, and I wasn't really. But by having the sound be like painfully loud, the fear is totally natural because I'm genuinely feeling scared that something just freaked out and was loud. If I went with speakers, it would have to be so obnoxiously loud that my neighbors would hear it, and their bedrooms are directly above me. And I don't want to be a jerk, but they also have a little kid, and I see them doing an effort to stop their kid from jumping around during the morning so I can sleep because I work night shift. So I want to try to give them that. But outside of that, if it wasn't for the alerts, yeah, I would 100% be going with speakers because I don't like wearing these. They're annoying and it hurts my head. But it's the alerts. It's the alerts. I need them to be like really obscenely loud. Like my alerts are maxed 100% as loud as they will go, because it's the only, and my speakers, my headphones are actually at full volume. The way I won't go into full detail. Sorry guys, I'm on a tangent here. ADHD brain, what can I say? I won't go into full detail, but the way that I have things set up is I have one dial for my microphone, master volume for the microphone, one dial for everything you guys hear on the stream, one dial for everything that I hear except for the alerts. And then I have the headphone dial, which that's the master dial that turns everything down, but I never touch that one. So my headphones are turned up to maximum. And then I've got all the sounds routed to one channel, which include the game, any PC sounds. Because I've got the console and PC set up, it's the PC sounds and the console sounds. The browser for my music, all of that goes through one channel for my headphones. And then I've got my alerts going directly to the headphones at full blast. And so they're turned up all the way on OBS, and my headphones are turned all the way up. So when I want to turn things down, I turn down the knob that has all the channels in it, so I can have my master volume go down, but the alerts stay loud. And so no matter what I do, the alerts will always burst my eardrums. And so because of that weird way that I have things set up, the speakers would interfere because I wouldn't be able to have the volume at the level I need without it being picked up or without disturbing the neighbors, because it would have to be so ridiculously loud. And their kid upstairs is too. I wouldn't want to give their kid nightmares for the rest of their life. So I'll just stick with this. They'll just have to hear me scream. But yeah, freedom from headphones would be so nice. That's why I went with these headphones, because I was using the HyperX Clouds. I have hearing loss, so I can't hear the audio difference between these and the HyperX. I thought the HyperX sounded fine. But these ones are the Arctis Pros. Yeah, like $500 for these stupid things, but they're wireless, and they have the dock so I can plug the Go XLR into them so I can still have the monitor. So particular in my use. But the wireless is so nice. So I can imagine speakers are even nicer because I still have to deal with the pressure. With speakers, you don't have any of that, whereas I have to deal with it. But yeah, even just being wireless has been such a huge relief. Like, I am jealous. I am jealous. If I wasn't so particular about the way I want my jump scares to work, yeah, that would definitely be something I would rather do.
Warning. Structural integrity compromised.
But I may set it up anyway for like when I'm doing Minecraft and stuff, because that doesn't matter. I hadn't even considered that because I knew that that's what I needed. So like the initial thought of like speakers I don't need. But now that I'm recording a lot of Minecraft, it would be nice to be able to sit here for 4 hours of recording and not have to wear headphones the whole time. You've given me something to consider now. Now you've really given me something to consider. Oh. More cable management to come. More cable management. That's what's going to happen now. But honestly, thank you for the suggestion of replay mod, because yeah, I think that's going to make my life a lot easier. I really, really hate that I have to be constantly aware of what's happening with the time-lapse camera, and that I constantly forget it. Oh, dude, no way. No way. I do not envy you if you do those. I've set up a few streams, like doing them outside of where I normally stream, and yeah, no thanks. When I started streaming, get out of here, dude. When I started streaming, I actually used to be set up in a living room, and I'm a neat freak at times, and one of the things I hated about being set up in the living room was that I always had to take my stream down at the end, because I didn't want to have my stream constantly there. And then I set up in my bedroom, and that was fine, but again, I didn't want to have the stream always visible. Now I have a proper stream room, which is really nice. It's been a huge time save and a lifesaver. The latest upgrade that I did was to actually organize this room in a way that I can have a stream area and still have a space to record in, which is really nice, because doing TikToks and stuff, I hated having to set up the camera for that. So I can't even imagine having to do like a cooking stream, or like if you did a stream in a different room from where you're normally streaming and having to set things up that way and still have it be half decent. Oh, sounds like a nightmare. Sounds like such a nightmare. That sounds like a good idea, man. And I totally feel you on the life getting in the way, you know, things happening. Totally feel you. I took a year and I think it was 2 months away from streaming completely. I've been back now for about 5 months, but I took about a year and a few months off because of life. So I feel you on that one. But cooking, yeah. Yeah, and it gives you a good way to kind of let your guard down and not have to perform. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? When you're doing content, you almost have to put on a certain energy to at least keep people engaged. And a cooking stream is kind of so laid back that you'd be able to kind of even put less effort into that persona, but it's even homier, so you get more of a connection with your viewers too. I think cooking streams are cool. I like those. I like those a lot. You just texted me thinking I was offline. I'm about to go offline. I'm actually just about to end. Oh, nice, dude. It's a lot of stuff. Cool. Borderlands, the pre-sequel. I haven't played that yet. NFL Blitz. I love NFL Blitz. Yeah. Yeah. And depending on the kind of content you make, like the way that you present the content that you make, yeah. 11. Some people are at like 15. Like, what's his name? I don't remember his name. He's the guy that screams all the time. He plays Super Mario Maker. And I don't remember his name. But anyways, he's like at a level 15 at all times. I couldn't do that. Now, I'm obviously a low energy person. In real life, I'm a very low energy person. I'm very quiet. I'm very still all the time. But I'm a smart aleck. Like in rehearsals and stuff, I'm always the one making jokes. But I'm very low energy. I'm not bouncing off the walls. I'm not screaming or any of that. So although I don't have to be a level 15, and I feel like I'm always running at like level 8 because I'm always tired. But you're always on. You're not just sitting back. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of new content creators, especially ones that like to play like first-person shooters, Fortnite, that kind of stuff, when they don't have any growth and they don't understand why, a lot of them, you see them just like leaning back and just playing the game. They've got no persona. And so like their energy's at 2. And it's like, no, you gotta up your energy more than you would naturally. But you can't go to the level of like a YouTube video, because 4 hours of that high energy is impossible. But you can't do 4 hours of being super laid back and playing a game like nothing's going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, it gets tiring. It gets tiring. Yeah, almost everybody is a bigger persona than they are in real life, for sure, when they're on camera. At least anybody who's doing anything successful. And successful meaning like not streaming to 0. It could be streaming to 2 or 3, or in my case, 5. But you have to put on a persona. Now, I don't have as much because I still don't put up enough of a persona. I went back and watched some of my really old videos when I was doing a lot better, and my persona was a lot more energetic. I don't have the energy right now, but that's more real life, not having energy. I work night shift. I'm exhausted all the time. And right now, like, I'm working night shift. I'm doing the musical. I'm doing this. I'm doing Minecraft. Like, it's a lot. I have 0 energy, but I need to up my energy. If I have my energy, I think more people will come by. And I think that's what's helping with Minecraft, is I'm able to put more energy into it. But yeah, you got to put some kind of energy into it, and the ones who don't put the energy in, they're the ones that don't go anywhere. So it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. But the food thing, I think, is going to be a nice way to kind of, you're still going to have that energy and the persona, but it's a nice way to still have more of a laid back feeling. I think it's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much with community building, for sure. Like, the people that watch me, not a huge number, but very loyal. So definitely not something I can complain about. It's just more of the exponential growth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to make this a job. I don't ever think that I want to do this full time, but I would like to have more connections with companies. You know what I mean? Like, Kadea, I don't know if you know Kadea at all. She does a lot of similar stuff to me when it comes to like gaming news and, you know, just quirky things or whatever. And I was ahead of her because she started slightly after me. And then we kind of tied, and we sat neck and neck for a while in following and stuff. And then she just blew up. And now, you know, she's got 500,000 followers on TikTok. She's getting flown out to do special events. She's getting big packages sent to her. And, you know, she's getting some pretty cool experiences. I would like to do that. I don't really care about doing this full time. I got a good job. I don't need the money. I would just like to have some cool experiences. But the only way to really do that is to have the following and the viewer count. And the people that follow me now, I know are going to be there whether there's 40 people watching or there's 5 people watching. But the big companies don't care about that. They want to see the big number. And so it's like, I want the bigger number for that experience. And that part, it is about the persona. It is about the energy, because when you're at those numbers, those people don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about your personality. They're there for the experience. Because I definitely experienced that. Like, my peak at the best time ever was when I was doing Mario Maker and Mario content and stuff, and I was averaging like 40 to 50 viewers at a time. And the second I moved away, I plummeted to like 8 viewers, because they didn't care about me. They just were there for the Mario Maker experience and my version of experiencing it. But they didn't care about me. And they've never been back. And some of them will still pop in and they'll be like, wow, you're still creating content? I didn't know. I thought you stopped. It's like, no, I've never stopped. You just stopped watching me. And so that's where I am coming from when I say, like, no matter what, you're going to need some energy, because it's not important for community building. People are going to care. And they're going to be there for you. But when you've got a specific style of goal, they don't care about anything but the numbers. And that part sucks. That really sucks. In my personal life, and the amount that would love to grow with a channel is pretty insane. Yeah, there's definitely people that want to grow, and that's why I've had the opportunities I've had. Right now, the biggest issue I'm having is I'm in a nosedive, and that doesn't look good, because I did reach, like, my TikTok is respectable. I'm not TikTok famous. I'm not like an influencer really. But I'm respectable. I've got a fairly decent following. I've lost about 3,000 followers in the last 3 or 4 months. And although it's finally settled down, so I do think it might have been partially bots being deleted. But when you're sending out a media package and part of the media package is a graph of your growth, and my graph is this way, they're not going to want to see that. And so like I need to get those numbers to start going up, or else there's just nothing there. Or in my case, I've been plateaued because I'm not even growing. I'm just plateaued. And so that doesn't look good. You need some kind of upward tick, because even if they want to grow with you, they want the growth potential there, and I don't have growth potential right now. And it sucks. It kind of sucks. Who are you again? Exactly. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows who I am. But we'll get there. I'm implementing different things. I'm trying different stuff. Right now, I have zero inspiration for TikTok. Getting my viewership taken down constantly kind of sucks. And having videos flop sucks. That's part of TikTok, but that still sucks. Getting banned multiple times for stuff that I didn't do and getting punished for it really sucks. So it's really destroyed my motivation for TikTok, and that kind of sucks. That's kind of why I'm putting so much energy into the Minecraft thing, because I'm enjoying that. Even though I'm not getting a lot of views, like I was at 183 views for the last video I posted. That was yesterday. What am I at now? I haven't checked today. Hey, I got 2 more subs. Cool. But see, I'm excited for 2 subs. On TikTok, I don't even get excited for 20 subs because I'm still losing more than I'm gaining. Hey, we got 221 views. I got 40 more views since yesterday. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I feel better on that. Like 221 views is really low compared to what I've been doing on TikTok, but I feel way better about it on YouTube. And that really sucks, you know? Yeah, it's getting all that rage bait and the negativity, and I do it. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't do it. I've done it and I still do it, where I'll make a hyperbolic statement at the beginning of my video that I know is going to make people mad, and then I clarify. And then I kind of egg those people on. And then once they get under my skin, I call them out. So I kind of have a self-fulfilling prophecy with my own content, but it's exhausting. It's really tiring. And the worst part is when I make videos that I'm not actually trying to do that and somebody takes it that way. And then my comments just get completely flooded with hate comments. And it's like, I got 99 notifications. 80 of them are people making fun of me. And I don't want to read that. And so that also makes you not want to do that. So then I do videos where I don't rage bait and nobody watches them. And it's just like, but I don't want the anger in my comments, but if I don't do the anger, then nobody watches. TikTok is frustrating. It's really frustrating sometimes. And then they don't tell you anything, right? And those bans that I got banned. I appealed it. They go, yeah, it was our mistake, but I still am getting punished for it because every ban, they're not counting as the first ban. They've counted it now as multiple bans. So now I'm at a point where it's like, why am I even on TikTok then? If you're punishing me for stuff I didn't do, you screwed up and I'm getting punished for it. And so all that really feeds into it, and it really sucks, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is just like be happy. That's why I don't even like check my TikTok anymore. I'll post a video and I don't even look because it's not worth it. It's just not worth it for me. But TikTok is my biggest platform. TikTok is where I'm getting all these connections of companies saying like, hey, we want to work with you. So I know I can't just walk away from it, at least not until, hopefully, knock on wood, my Minecraft stuff picks up. But for now, I gotta stick with it. So I'm trying to push TikTok. I'm trying to get my mindset back behind it and start posting again, even if I'm not happy doing it, just for the time being. But yeah, it's frustrating. No worries, Snacks. Yeah, go play some Minecraft and you're gonna have some Chinese food. Oh, I'm so jealous. I mean, I'm getting sushi, so I shouldn't be jealous, but I'm still jealous. I love Chinese food. All right, Snacks. Have yourself a good night. Thank you for being here. Tell Jay that I say thank you for the compliments. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Yeah, send me a DM and we'll chat. See you later, man. Have a good weekend. But yeah, I'm feeling okay. But yes, Sammy. So I wasn't. And I did 2 streams without TikTok, and on Twitch and YouTube, there was like 2 people watching me because notifications don't get sent out consistently on Twitch and YouTube. And so I guess a lot of the people that were coming to watch me were getting notified because they saw me live on TikTok, and then they knew to come over to Twitch because TikTok is better at showing people that are live that you follow. And I keep getting banned. So what I'm doing, if you see in this scene here, I have this scene set up so you can kind of see that there's gameplay going on. You can kind of see what's happening. You've got the audio so you can hear it, and you've got me. Hopefully now TikTok won't ban me because now there's no gameplay to be seen, so they can't get rid of me for doing something obscene if I'm just sitting at a chair. And the second I went back to being live, I was back to 7 or 8 people watching me on Twitch. So it's hard to kind of walk away, but I'm not happy about it. I've been complaining about TikTok every single stream since then. Oh, nice, Inca, nice. Is it like, oh, that scared me. Whew, I haven't heard that in a while. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for gifting that sub. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. That scared me. I haven't heard that song in a while. Woo. Thank you, man. That was really kind of you. Are you doing a server for creators? Is that what you're doing? Or are you doing like a community one where it's like just a bunch of people that like follow and are part of the community and they're all just kind of doing their own thing? That's so cool. I was just talking about that yesterday, actually, about how eventually I would like to either build a community or join one, but like one that's like Hermitcraft, where it's creators who do content and will use the server for content, and they'll like plan and like come up with like storylines. Like I want to do that eventually once I get better at Minecraft. Right now, you know, I'm still in the learning process of how to record, how to like write out what I'm basically going to do in the video, and how to be able to react better, because a lot of my reactions are very undertoned. And then when I go back and watch the footage, I'm like, oh, I sound boring. I need to have a bit more of an open reaction. So I'm working on that stuff. So eventually I want to get to there, but that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I love the whole Hermitcraft idea. To me, that would be, I was saying, you know how people have like realistic goals where it's like, oh, I want to have this kind of growth or this kind of channel. But then there's like dreaming ones where it's like, I want to be an actor in Hollywood, like that kind of level. My dream goal would be to be on something like Hermitcraft, or have guys like Mumbo Jumbo and Grian and them notice me. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. It's really been myself and my friend Shadow, who used to do YouTube, to find some cool people to jump on and get a bit of community going, and then maybe do some creator stuff. Oh, that's cool. It's an overpowered server. Oh man. Yeah, I'm sure you can build stuff up. That's cool. Yeah, I'd be open to popping in. You know, obviously I don't want to promise that I would like do it full time, because I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out what energy my channel has to have, because like right now I've kind of leaned more towards Wadsy. I don't know if you watch him at all with like the memes and stuff, but ideally I would like to be a little bit more like Grian and Mumbo, where there's more personality, less reliance on memes. But I do enjoy how the memes kind of tie my channel so far. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. Obviously it's going to evolve over the next few months, but yeah, absolutely. You're running a few mods though? Yeah, I mean, feel free to like shoot me a DM if you're ever wanting to like do something, or you want, you know, a guest to come in for something that you're doing or whatever. I'm totally open for it. My schedule sucks before anything, because I don't want you to be like, well, yeah, I sent him an invite and he just made excuses every time. My schedule sucks. I'm a night shift worker, so I usually sleep. I'm usually getting up at whatever time it is now for you. About an hour and a half ago is usually when I'm waking up. And right now I'm in a musical, so like most days in about an hour and a half I'm leaving for rehearsals, so I'm super busy right now. But yeah, it would be really cool. I've never been one to do a lot of collab stuff, but I'm trying really hard to open that up a little bit more, because one, Minecraft is very community driven and I want to be a part of the community, and obviously I have to do some work on my own side to get involved with the community. But two, I feel like I need to connect with other creators more, because I'm being so much of a soloist in my own thing that I think I'm missing some really great opportunities for some great friendships, some great experiences, and I would like to have that. You know what I mean? Your wife is a night shifter? Yeah, it can suck. It can really suck. I'm doing 9 to 5. It's the Dolly Parton musical. It's about 3 women who work in an office, and it's run by like the most chauvinistic, perverted dude, and how they're trying to like deal with a bunch of drama at this place. And it's comedy. It's pretty funny. And I get to play Harvey Weinstein. I get to play the pervert, gropey, gross guy. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It'll be over in about 4 weeks, but right now I'm like so insanely busy. Yeah, I had never watched it. I'd never heard of it. I knew that it existed, but I didn't know anything about it. But yeah, basically the 3 women work at this office and they're just secretaries. It's based in like the 70s. So they're just secretaries and only the men really have the good positions. And then some stuff happens and the women end up in charge, and it's them just kind of dealing with that whole situation. And they end up in charge and they're good at it. Not that they end up in charge and like everything goes to shit. It's more like they end up in charge and things end up better. And now they have to deal with the consequences of how they got in charge, and dealing with my character who's like constantly trying to put them down and belittle them and all this stuff. Like my song, I have one song that I sing in the show, and my song is literally about me trying to get in bed with a woman. And not just like in I love her so much, I want to like make love to her. No, it's about like, I'm her boss, I'm going to get her legs uncrossed, and I'm going to take those double D's and all this kind of stuff. And blocking wise, my goal in the whole song is to stare at her butt as much as possible. And not in like a discreet, like, I like her butt. No, there's a part where like I'm literally leaning over a couch because that's where her butt is. And I'm singing upside down with my face like an inch from her butt. Like over the top gross. And that's the character I got to play, which is kind of funny. But it's an interesting show. It's not very well written. There's some really bad writing in it where you're like, really, that's your conclusion to this? But it's fun anyway. I'm having a good time. It sounds just like me, I know, right? I mean, I did spend most of the stream whining that that Merle didn't send me any bikini pictures. So I guess I am the character. Yeah, I usually get cast as the bad guy or the comic relief. That's usually who I get cast as, because I tend to do very well as the bad guy. And I'm a very physical comedian. So, I mean, if you've watched my TikToks for any amount of time, then you might have seen my sketch comedy. I'm okay at comedy. So those are the 2 characters I tend to play. And I have a lot of fun playing the bad guy. Now, this one's a bit different because he's a bad guy with nothing good about him. Normally, I play the bad guy that you're supposed to like, but not want to like. This one, you're supposed to hate me 100%. And I'm struggling with that a little bit because certain ways that I say and do things are in a charming way, and it shouldn't be charming. It should just be slimy and gross. So I'm still working on it, but it's fun. It's really fun. But anyways, I should get out of here. It's not Michael Jackson. It's really not. 1, the camera has face softener, so that helps. 2, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. How close can I get to this thing? Can you? There, you can kind of see it. I've got pimple patches on. Wait, where's the other one? Right there. So I got one right there and one up here. So no, they're still there. I just got them covered up right now. And the camera has face softening. Behind the scenes magic. Anyways, I should get out of here because I have to continue converting the Minecraft videos because Mac doesn't like MKV files, and that sucks. So I've got to convert those videos. I also have to clean up a little bit before dinner. I have an hour and a half before dinner, so I gotta get moving. I gotta get doing stuff. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. Inca, dude, feel free to send me a DM. I'm gonna follow you back on TikTok. I don't think I follow you on TikTok, actually. Let me do that now because I'm gonna forget, because I meant to follow you back multiple times and I never ever did. There, I got you. Feel free to shoot me a DM if you ever want, like if you ever plan to do like a video on Minecraft and you want somebody to kind of go along for the adventure for a video or whatever, you know, somebody to kind of be the punching bag. That's the word I was trying to look for. The punching bag, because, you know, if it's your video, then I can be the one that falls for the traps and stuff. Or if you have any questions, content creation ways, obviously you know a lot more about Minecraft stuff, but I know stuff about like lighting and stuff, so I don't know, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, or if you ever have any ideas you want to kind of bounce off, because sometimes it's nice just to hear from another creator, just to get their perspective on what you're thinking. Feel free to shoot me a DM, man. I'm following you now. TikTok is the one that I check the most, so that's probably the best place to reach me, or Instagram. I don't really use Instagram, but I do answer on there. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to have some sushi in a couple of hours. I'm really excited about that. And hopefully I can tidy this place up because it's a disaster. And I will be back on Monday. No stream tomorrow. I have rehearsal all day tomorrow, and then I'll be back Monday. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got nothing else to say. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you all for the great chats and spending time with me. Michael Jackson, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the compliment. But yeah, I'm out of here. I got lots to do. Thank you all for spending time with me. You're all great. I love you all. All right. See you later, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.